Hi, Enjoy. How are you doing? Yeah, this time actually you were faster than me. How are you doing? So today it's like like why like yesterday I was asked about like Mavuika's weapon, what weapon you can use on Mavuika. Actually, we have a lot of like claymores for her. Of course, like her signature is the best one, but you can still use other weapons we have. I just
Not now. Let's fly. Bullseye!
and we have like pretty nice free-to-play weapons. Hey MZ, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, guys. I actually saw Mavuika wait for Mavuika build. I mean, I saw Wolf, Gravestone, and Serpent Spine being second base. Yes, I mean, like, it's, let's say it's not second base, but as a free-to-play, yes. We will get some free weapon for her. I don't think so. About free weapon, you know why, Enjoyer? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not completely sure about it. Actually, yes, maybe. Because as you know, guys, yeah, we should get some like fishing weapon. Because we have some like for other characters. But still, you know, like we'll see. I mean, if that weapon is going to be great, then yes, definitely that new weapon. Usually, like because like every weapon, like free weapon, we're going to, like usually we get free weapon, then free character. Next patch is for free character, but maybe they will give us like yeah, free weapon by like fishing. You know, by fishing. As you know, guys, we have some. Just a second. We already have like weapons like catch, which you can get by fishing, which is actually a crazy weapon. It's maybe one of the best weapons in the game. We have a like pipe sword for Furina. It's also, we can obtain this weapon by catching fishes. It's good. It's still, facing this eye is better. But yeah, this one is good, not bad. So yeah, maybe yes, we get some weapon, but we already have some weapons like claymores you can use on Mavuika, like this one. Serpent Spine is not bad, Gravestone is okay. I would say Gravestone might be better because of like this passive, and this passive can completely okay with Mavuika. Why you can and maybe should use EM weapon because of Elemental Mastery. This claymore can give you 10 elemental mastery, and also like on top of that you can get like additional 96 by using like elemental skill and triggering elemental reaction. So yeah, attack is increased and elemental mastery as well. So actually not a bad for 8 seconds, but it's enough. You know why? Because after using that burst you have only 7 seconds. So yeah, you can do 7 seconds with enhanced elemental mastery and attack. You can use Rain Slasher if you don't have any other weapons. It's good. Then Blackleaf, by the way, I don't have Blackleaf. I mean, like this type weapons, you can obtain this weapon from a shop. But that weapon is not bad because it gives you up to 55% like crit damage, additional crit damage. It's actually not bad overall. Serpent Spine is good, but you need refinement and you need to keep Mavuika on field for maybe 16 seconds, which might be a problem. You know why? Because Serpent Spine, just a second. I have that weapon. Just a second, let me just check here that weapon passive. Good free-to-play alternatives are Rain Slasher, Melted Flower, and others. Well, yeah, like let's say not like Rain Slasher is not the best one, but if you don't have this one, Melted Flower is great actually. It's way better than Rain Slasher. You can use Archaic, prototype Archaic as well. About Serpent Spine, so yeah, every 4 seconds character is on the field, they will deal 6% more damage, and it's 5 times stackable. So yeah, if you can get all of 5 stacks, which means like 20 seconds, then yes, that weapon is actually not bad at all, because yeah, it's additional 30% more damage. But usually it will be a little bit difficult to keep Mavuika on field for so long. you know, because yes, her burst, then normal attacks, and that's it. You still need to like switch or switch her to Citlali or any other character, or ban it, let's say, for buff or Xilonen, you know. So yeah, it's I don't think you still can do it, but in my opinion, it's like couple stacks and that's it. Maybe 3 stacks, but I don't think so. So it's 2 stacks, that's it. So Greystone overall, I would say, as is, if we consider it as a free-to-play, it's a best one. But about that new feature, like future weapon, I mean fishing weapon, yes, maybe. Yeah, sorry guys. So yeah, if like we will get some like weapon in like catching like fishing weapons, then yes, that weapon might be great. I hope so, because you know, like so far we don't have any great like a useful claymore, unfortunately. The only one is Serpent's Point. It's BP weapon, and that's it. Yes, we have like Blackleaf, which is not bad, but yeah, overall it's not so great. Let's say, yes, we have a catch, which is actually extremely useful. We have this one, which is actually crazy as well. So I mean, like free-to-play weapons, you know. So yeah, you also can use like 4-star craftable like kinich weapon, but I wouldn't suggest you. It's like, yeah, it's actually bad. It's not so great. So yeah, I just even wouldn't suggest you to level it up, because it's like depends on pyro related reaction, which is bad. I prefer to use kinich in Hyperbloom team comps actually, because it's way more, in this case, he is way more flexible, you know, pretty good damage, and also like if you have Cookie Shinobu, of course, with Cookie Shinobu. Catch was my first and last fishing weapon. First? Yeah, I saw kinich weapon not being really high. Yeah, it's bad, yes, MZ, if you ask me. This weapon is bad, it's not so great. You still can, about 5-star by the way. We have actually not a bad 5-star options. Actually, all of them are great. Just a second. Damn, bro. Equipment. So about the 5-star, like it's a future Mavuika's weapon, as of course best in slot. You can use Verdict, which is actually great. This one is kinich signature weapon. You can use red one. It's like Ethos signature weapon. Unforgeable, also not bad. Bacon actually not bad, because it gives you elemental mastery. So yeah, all of them are actually okay. Skyward is not great. Yes, and just keep that in mind. So yeah, this one is also not great because physical damage, but all other weapons might be useful. I would say maybe Verdict, because Verdict has the same stats, and maybe like Ethos signature weapon. Unfortunately, yes, I don't have a picture. Sorry about that. So yeah, you need to obtain the weapon to get the pictures. It's so terrible why they did that. They should like fix that, because yeah, even if what if I don't have like the weapon? Just a second, let me check something. So, like, yeah, about the weapons. But I would say like 4-star free-to-play is more than enough. You know why? Because her damage is so crazy. Yeah, I saw kinich weapons, so yeah. Dia and Navia are really good. Diaz and Navi's, yes. Diaz and Navi's signature actually is a great one. Not gonna lie, that signature is just insane. But that signatures is like, let's say, if you ask me, I would suggest you maybe use that EM weapon. You know why? Because mostly Mavuika, by the way, even though Mavuika is somehow like, even though she's extremely powerful, Mavuika is kinda, usually you want to play Mavuika out of reactions, not like by in pyro teams, you know, like Arlecchino is actually way more playable in mono pyro teams than Mavuika. Even though Mavuika provides a lot of buff, etc., something like that. Because of like duration. We still need to do some testing, definitely, because at the moment she is nerfed, as you know, like a last patch she was nerfed a little bit by 15 to 20% overall. Next version is coming about like 2 days on Monday. And yes, they will nerf her again. I assume that it's about 10% again. Because she is still extremely powerful. So yeah, like use the weapon you have. If you don't have any, actually, like, can I type? Oh yeah, I can do something like that. Unfortunately, yeah, it does in so bad manner. So yeah, this one is not okay. Even though you can use it, it gives you attack. As you know, like Mavuika provide like gets ascension. Mavuika's ascension is crit damage. And Obsidian Codex gives you additional crit rate. In this case, like using like Gravestone without any crit rate, crit damage is not bad. It's like okay. This one, with this one actually, you can overcap crit rate if you have a lot on your artifacts as a substat. You know, just keep that in mind because it gives like provide already a lot of crit rate. That's why her signature by the way provides only 11% of crit rate. It's not high, not low, but it's at least something, you know. So yeah, any other stick without any crit rate is also okay. This one, Elemental Mastery, actually might be extremely useful, but not the best one. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, if you have it, then you can use it. We have another one, is Xiphos type of weapon, you know, which provides Elemental Mastery. Unfortunately, yes, it provides AM, but passive is not so useful because it's calculate the amount of Elemental Mastery you have, then converts that amount to attack, which is, yeah, if you like, I wouldn't still suggest you to go for attack sand, for EM sand actually. You know why? It's better to go for attack sands anyway. It doesn't matter which weapon you use. Attack sand is the way, because for DPS character, even though they are like melting or like vaping, something like that, despite that, going for elemental attack sand is better. Verdict, Beacon, and Red. The World Gravestone best overall. Verdict, but like Verdict, Beacon of Red. See, no, like overall, like it's signature, of course. But yeah, you can use this weapon. I agree with you, MZ. By the way, I use best artifact on Chasca, and crit rate is 60 when I got a level 90. Okay, like I use best artifact. Oh yeah, actually, you know, like. At the moment, I spread all of my artifacts between my 3 characters with Obsidian Codex. It's between Chasca, Ororon, no, not Chasca, my future Mavuika, and Kinich. So yeah, but if I collect all of them on one character, then yes, my like yeah, like she is going to be like. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, I still like, since you know, like, Mavuika's build, it's a little bit as yes, it's not so difficult. You need crit rate, crit damage, and attack.
Why do I have to?
But still, it's better to get a character than decide what to do. I'm sad about Mavuika off-field pyro application. It's every 2 seconds, so she doesn't beat Xianyun. Oh, by the way, about that, like MC, about Xianyun, yes. About Xianyun, it's like, yeah, because Xianyun's application, pyro application is better, is still better. It's not consistent, by the way, because it's not exact the same time she attacks, you know? That's a problem. With Mavuika, she is way more comfortable to play, because if you don't... let's say need so much application, a pyro application, it's better to use Mavuika. And I would say it's overall better to use Mavuika, no matter what. You know why? Xianyun's application is not consistent. That's a problem. I mean, you can get it in 1.5 seconds, you can get it in 2 seconds or 2.5. So it depends on your gameplay and it depends on the distance. Like, as you know, Xianyun's pyro application. Mavuika instead, you can get it anyway, within 2 seconds. You know, EM Sandom. Yes, why not put EM weapons? No. You can use EM. You know why? Actually, EM Sand is a way when you play like out of reactions, and you can use. I can do the test, by the way, if you want me to, on Arlecchino, because as you know, Arlecchino has this weapon with low elemental mastery, but I can use this one, which I have. It's a BP one. It's not a bad stick at all. It provides more crit rate, and also when there are at least 3 different elemental types in your party, elemental mastery will be increased by 150, which is actually crazy. So yeah, this weapon actually is great for, let's say, melting or vaping Arlecchino. Yes, it's like, it's as an example, you know. So yeah, you can use actually elemental mastery sands on Mavuika. I still wouldn't suggest you to do that, but it's an option, because if you, let's say, if you use her signature weapon, I would say maybe EM Sand might be better in terms of damage, you know, because signature weapon provides ton of attack. You don't need so much. You know, we have a cap for some stats in this game. I mean, like for attack, for crit rate, for crit damage, by the way, as well. Even though, let's say, crit damage is not so overcapped, but you cannot benefit from like crazy amount of crit damage in this game. That's why, if you notice that, I mean, you mostly check Akasha, something like that. When you check like what is better, most of the like great damage comes from the character with not so high crit, like damage comes from the character with like not so high crit damage. It's about like 300, 310. No need to go more than that. The same applies to attack as well, by the way. Like, you cannot overcap it. In terms of Mavuika's signature weapon, it provides also a ton of attack, you know, a crazy amount of base attack and also substat as well. Because of that, going for elemental mastery sands actually would be way more better than attack. So just keep that in mind, because, you know, like, let's say like 6k attack and 8k attacks, right? It's better to go 6k attack and about like 200 elemental mastery than going for 7k attack and 0 elemental mastery, if you get the point. So yeah, like, actually EM Sand is the way. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? For Mavuika weapon, I will pull for her weapon, but in case I don't win, is Serpent Spine will be... Yes, Serpent Spine is good. The Serpent Spine has a problem. The only problem Serpent Spine has, it's... You know, at... Just a second. You need to collect stacks, which is the max at 5. The only problem, you need to keep your Mavuika on field for 20 seconds to collect all of the 5 stacks, which is actually impossible. I mean, like, it's possible, but it's bad. So yeah, the max you can get about like 2 stacks, maybe 3 stacks. That's it. So yeah, it's additional 18% damage bonus. I don't think you can get all of the 5 stacks, you know. But you know why? It's because, let's say, you need to use, let's say you use some like vape, right, with Furina. You definitely need to switch to Furina, do something, some stuff, you know, like hitting an enemies, etc., something like that. Use Mavuika's burst, then use her normal and charge attacks, which last for maybe like 10 seconds, right? Then you need to switch back to other characters, supportive characters. In this case, I don't think you can, because her burst and her normal and charge attacks last for 7 seconds. Like, let's say with animation, it's about 10 seconds. You know, after that, it's gone. So you need to switch. So it's about like 2 or at max, it's 3 stacks. In this case, you can use some alternative weapons. I would say this EM weapon is not bad. Mailed flower. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You can use Blackleaf, which is actually not bad if you fight against many enemies. Her signature, of course, it's better. In case of her signature, by the way, Lucas, if you ask me, I would maybe suggest you to try. I will try it if I get that signature. I will try to get signature as well. You know why? Not because of Mavuika's weapon, mostly because of Citlali's weapon, actually, not gonna lie. Because that's Citlali's weapon, I will explain as well. So yeah. In case of Mavuika's weapon, I maybe would suggest you to go for Elemental Mastery Sand on Mavuika. You know why? Because that weapon, I mean Mavuika's weapon, provides a lot of attack. In this case, Elemental Mastery might be way more beneficial, like in terms of damage, than attack sense. So yeah, I mean like instead of going for attack 1 sense, it's better to go for Elemental Mastery with a good substat, of course. Like, so yeah, something like this. Let's say if you have one, of course. Like, you know, like if you have some, you can go for it. With attack some stat, yes, try to avoid energy recharge whatsoever, you don't need that. Just keep that in mind. But EM might be useful. Mavuika weapon copy paste of kinich weapon. No, like MZ, it's not like this. Mavuika's weapon is like completely different actually. It's like, yeah, you mean like base attack and crit rate, yes, but subset is completely different. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's kind of copy paste with some different background. What is? Why I saw teams with Archaic Petra, Xilonen, Mavuika, Cinder City with mualani. Her damage is insane, but Archaic Petra is really annoying. You have to pick up crystallized. Oh yeah, actually, you know what, MZ, if you ask me, yes, I just relaxing off a day off. Oh, yes, MZ, if you ask me, like, Archaic Petra is like, I don't like Archaic Petra. And by the way, if you're going to use Citlali and Xilonen, it's better to like give Xilonen Archaic Petra. Yes, you need to catch those crystals, which is super annoying. That's why Zhongli in this case way more better. You know why? Because Zhongli continuously attacking an enemy with that pillar, or let's say Albedo, is way better with Archaic Petra than Xilonen. Xilonen, you get that infusion for a couple seconds, you know, and that's it. Then you switch to other characters. So yeah, with Xilonen it might be a little bit difficult. You need to catch proper element, I mean aura, on an enemy to get like proper crystals, to like, yes, it's super annoying. I don't like Petra. You know why? It destroy your rotation, it destroy your gameplay. You need to take like notice which crystal is dropped. So yeah, it's annoying. If you ask me, maybe it would be better to use Tenacity. But it's not a way, unfortunately, because Tenacity on Xilonen is completely useless. Tenacity on citlali, it's not okay, I would say. It's you can use it. Actually, Tenacity on citlali is better than on Xilonen. So yeah, Xilonen with Cinder City, right? And Tenacity on like citlali, because citlali continuously every 2 seconds, by the way, attack with like apply hydro and attack with hydro, with cryo, my bad, with cryo. So yeah, it's this way. I still have 4-piece Petra. I know that many players like it, but it's annoying. It's cringe. It's so annoying. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I personally don't like Petra so much, but it provides a great, like pretty good amount of damage. For me, I will help a friend to get some parts of his car. Oh, for real? I don't know, I'm guaranteed, but I will also pull for citlali, but after seeing... Yes, you know, like Lucas, if you ask me. And buff is short for like... No, actually 10 seconds is great buff. MZ, 10 seconds is great buff. You know why? It's 10 seconds, it's not short. Let me check it. It's short, but it's not so short, you know, like, it's okay. Yeah, for 10 seconds, you're right. It's short, but it's not super short, because you know why? 10 seconds is like okay, especially for Mavuika, because Mavuika's enhanced normal and charge attacks last for 7 seconds. Let's say if you use Raiden, it's 7 seconds as well. So yeah, for like enhanced damage, 10 seconds is more than enough. But anyway, I don't like Petra. Maybe it's going to be like some like broken artifacts in future, we'll see. But yes, like utilize that set. It's a little bit difficult. You need to catch that, like, you know, it's not like Navia. Navia can catch like those crystals automatically, you know, by using her hold skill. In this case, it's extremely convenient. But with other characters, yeah, you need to catch it by yourself. Especially difficult when you fight against multiple enemies, because if you do like crystal's reaction on different elements, you know, like you just like, oh, which crystalline is it? And yeah, it's like it's annoying. I know, I feel that. Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? Hi Destin. Hey Azi. Hi Xianyun. Thanks for joining, guys. C1 Mavuika is too good. Oh, about Constellation, by the way, yes. About Constellation, yes. I don't know, I'm guaranteed. Oh, about that, Lucas, like if you're guaranteed or not, I would say it's like, you know, like better to go for Mavuika first, at least get Mavuika, then decide what to do. I will go for Mavuika. After Mavuika, I will be on 50-50, and I will try to get citlali. After that, I will decide like if it's better to go for a weapon or not. Because actually, next banner, I mean like citlali Mavuika banner, it's not bad in terms of like 5-star weapons. I mostly like citlali's weapon, not gonna lie, than Mavuika's, because Mavuika is so powerful, she doesn't need any weapon. But citlali's weapon, actually, it's crazy. That weapon can be good on Lanyan, you know, like new 4-star character we're going to get, on Baiju, and on citlali, because when you under the shield, your damage increased by 28%, which is actually better than this new weapon we have. You know? So yeah. And we don't have any condition on that weapon. It's just give you 28% if you are under the shield. Also, by the way, I leveled up this one. Just a second. It's new, like, yeah, this one. It's level 90 already. It also might be great with Lanyan. Just keep that in mind. If you want to use Keqing, by the way, this weapon with Lanyan, because she can swill, it's, let's say, it's Lanyan, it's Keqing, Official, and Nahida. It's going to be a great weapon for her. Upgrade for Keqing, if you like using Keqing, by the way. Because yesterday, Jester like asked me about this weapon. Unfortunately, it was level 80. Now it's 90. So yeah, I can do the test. But keep that in mind, you activate that this passive only on normal and charge attacks. And only when you're under the shield. So it's not like when you're under the shield, it's activating for 10 seconds. No, it's not like that. You need to be under the shield. As soon as that shield destroyed, this passive is gone. Just keep that in mind. But if you compare even with like that craftable Bond of Life weapon, you know, like which Chlorine uses, this weapon is bad actually. So just keep that in mind. This weapon is not bad actually, but we need that Lanyan. For likely maybe we get that Lanyan for free. You know, yeah. Choose a 4-star character. I'm talking well. Yes, I got that, like Lucas. Energy recharge really useless for Mavuika from what I... Yes, energy recharge is completely useless because, you know why? By the way, I saw footages about Mavuika's fighting spirit collection, and you know, like, you don't need Xilonen. You completely can go without Xilonen. Yes, the damage will be a little bit less, but you can still activate her burst. Because as you know, guys, you can activate Mavuika's burst when you get 50% of her fighting spirit. Overall, you can keep up to 200. So if you can get 100 of fighting spirit, you can activate it. It's not like, you know, like, it's the same, how to say that? It's the same button on your keyboard, or like the same controller, or like press, touch on your like device. So it's Q in my case, right? But it's activate when you get like even 100 or like 50% of that. That's actually cool. You know why? Yes, it's less damage, keep that in mind. And by the way, that damage is like it's not only for her burst, but also applies to her normal and charge attacks, enhanced charge attack. So yeah, if you get like 100 of them, like 50% of them, it's different damage. When you get 60%, it's different damage. Just keep that in mind. The more you have, the more is damage. So yeah, if you can get 100 of them, 100%, so you can get like full damage of Mavuika's powers. That's crazy actually, you know. And damage actually, it's like, yes, it's significant difference. I mean, I would say. So yeah, it's like the more you have is better, but still you can use it because Mavuika is so powerful. She's incredibly powerful. You don't even need her signature weapon. You know, you can go without weapon. That's why I think that citlali's weapon might be useful. But we'll see. I mean, still, it's like, it's about like, just a second, 20-ish days, right, to go? Just let me check to be precise. It's 24 days to go for like the 5.3. And also developer stream, you know, like in about like, yeah, in like less than 2 weeks. So yeah, sorry if I miss a chat, I will send Petra is annoying, yeah. 24 days left, yeah, exactly. Okay, I have as today, thanks to the welcome and 200 Primogems. Oh yeah, actually yes. Honestly, I think her shaker is just a decent
I'm a
weapon
little out
for
of
her
practice
as well.
these days.
Oh, you mean like a shaker? I mean, yes, Azzy.
Any conflicts
I
around?
mean, like shaker. You mean
I'm in
like
the mood for some
4-star weapon?
peacemaking.
I wouldn't suggest you to use it. I mean, like, just a second. You mean like this weapon, right? Just a second. Let me. I haven't leveled. Oh yeah, it's like quality. I haven't leveled it up. You mean like this one, right? You know why it's not okay? I mean, yes, you can use it because of Bennett, if you use with Bennett, because like pyro-related reactions. The problem is, it's elemental skill damage increased, but it's not her enhanced normal and charge attacks, because we, like, yeah, it's kind of like, it's for off-field, it might be not a bad stick, but for, let's say, burst damage, etc., something like that, you know, like, it's only affects your elemental skill damage. Just keep that in mind. It's great for kinich, but not great for, completely great for Mavuika. I would say this weapon, by the way, as it is way better. This, like, EM weapon, by the way. You can use Blackleaf, one of these, which provides like 55% crit damage. Or this one. This one, in my opinion, would be better than like that, like shaker. Just keep that in mind. Well, like, yeah, it's only elemental skill damage. It's not okay. By the way, I was thinking of whole coming of the citlali and Mavuika leaks. So about Capitano or Ifa. Oh yeah, about Capitano and Ifa, guys. Yeah, Ifa is going to be a 4-star, as you know. Yeah, we don't know about like release date, but we definitely know that we are going to get Janssen. I like 99% sure that we're going to get Janssen in 5.4. You know why? Because 5.3 it's without new map expansion, as you know, but 5.4 where we will get that new map region, the new area in this, like here, right here. Also, we should get something like this. It's a new tribe, right? And it's going to be here. And also Janssen should appear. So yeah, it's 5.4. It's going to be Janssen release. I heard that she is going to be a 5-star, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know exactly. Earthshaker, sorry. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I got it. Like, as it, like, yeah, about Earthshaker, it's like, it's not okay. It's not okay. Okay, let me catch the chat. Sorry if I missed some, like... Okay, so after this update, Ororon will be the only force character we will miss.
I'd have lost myself long ago.
Oh, for real? That's sad,
myself
actually,
to be
because
led by the
Ororon
whispers of
actually,
the
it's
abyss.
not gonna lie, he's just so useful. Like, you don't need Constellation so much. Yes, at Constellation 6, he can provide, like, but this ability, when you jump and... It's just so satisfying to use, not gonna lie. It's just crazy, actually, and it's a 4-star. Just imagine like 4-star with a 5-star abilities, and his damage is crazy. The only problem is, you need to build him specifically, and he is not so great in Hyperbloom damage, like in Hyperbloom team comps, unfortunately. You know why? Because he's bad. He's like, let's say like maybe like Fischl. You know, like Cookie Shinobu is still way better. EM Raiden is still way better. And you need to build him with DPS, unfortunately. So it's also like an energy recharge. Yes, energy recharge is obvious. You can actually completely ignore crit rate, crit damage and go for EM. And in my opinion, it's the best solution. You know why? Because he is so great in particle generation, you will be completely okay. You don't need any Favonius weapon on your teams, like any at all. Because even if you avoid using his burst, like this one, you still can generate energy. So yeah, he's crazy. And also he can activate this passive without being on field. Like 40%. As you know, I showed it a couple times. If you want me, I can show it again. So yeah. Hey Torski, how are you doing? If I ever get Mavuika, I shall do that natlan weapon as we stay
Having a favorite
or field
animal
DPS.
or
Or field
vegetable
DPS, by
fruit
the way,
can
guys,
help us
like if you ask
recognize what
me
kind of
for
people we want
Mavuika
to
is
become.
bad. I mentioned that a couple times. You know why? Because she's so powerful. Let's say you can use her as a fielder, but it's a waste. That's it. It's not like Raiden, because Raiden DPS and Raiden on field is completely different. Raiden can activate Hyper Bloom, and in some cases Hyper Bloom is better than Raiden's DPS, you know, because Raiden needs that energy. In case of Mavuika, since you can use her burst by having only 50% of her fighting spirit, it's a waste. Because Mavuika, when you use Mavuika's skill,
Not too far
you
now.
automatically get 80 fighting spirit odds, or like fighting spirit, or not orbs, of course. So yeah, fighting spirit. It's like already 40% of 50, right? Then you can do couple normal attacks, right? Let's say, or use Bennett, or use, like, if you have Xilonen, you will get immediately 170, because Xilonen consumes 90 nitro points, so you can already use her burst. Yes, it has cooldown, you cannot use it back to back, it's 18 seconds cooldown, but still, I mean, like, you can provide a lot of fighting spirit by using only Mavuika. And if you use Citlali, by the way, Citlali also can provide when she uses her skill, like continuously add some, like she continuously consume she consume 8 night soul points every second. I mean Citlali. In this case, 80 plus couple seconds of Citlali shields gives you already like 50% of fighting spirit. So you don't even need Xilonen, just keep that in mind. You will be completely okay. Yes, less damage, but it is what it is. You can get, if you don't have Xilonen, of course, you can get Xilonen actually for damage is must have for yes, for Mavuika, unfortunately, because she provides also that red shred, you know. She also can be on either Petra, if you will, or any other set, you know. Four-star Janssen. No, MZ. About like Janssen most likely is going to be 5-star. Even though on all of the footages, on like all of the like quests, etc., something like that, she looks like a 4-star. I don't think she is going to be 4-star, if you ask me. And I heard she is going to be a 5-star, definitely. We'll see. Like it's, yes, a little bit early to say something. Sacrificial and Widzev, which might be better Vortex for Citlali. Sacrificial and Widzev. Actually, you know, like Widzev, definitely no. You know why? Because you don't need crit rate, crit damage on Citlali. Citlali doesn't benefit from that elemental damage at all. Because no matter what, Citlali can do some damage. Even if you avoid giving her like crit rate, crit damage, she still can do about 150. At the moment, it's about 120k damage. By using her skill, just keep that in mind. By using her burst, just keep that in mind. So yeah, you don't need crit rate, crit damage. The only thing you need is elemental mastery. That's it, and energy recharge as much as you can. You know why? Because to keep that shield, like not a shield, to get some night soul points back, she needs to use that burst. So yeah, that's a problem. But yeah, her shield, it's like on her skill. When you use that skill, you get the shield for 20 seconds, cooldown 16 seconds, and damage is, yes, it's like whatever. You don't need crit rate, crit damage. So in this case, sacrificial is way better. Yes, it's second, let's say. As you know, like sacrificial gives you chance to use like second, but it's useless because you know why? Her skill lasts 20 seconds and cooldown it's 16 seconds, so it's 100% up. That's it. I mean, like, yes, it depends on your elemental mastery. I mean, shield's strength scales on EM. The more you have, the better is shield. I farm 11 million more. Okay, yeah, that's good. Janssen's supposed to be a 5-star, but rumors say it will be going to be permanent banner. Oh, for real? Oh yeah, I heard that, Lucas, but I don't believe in that. You know why? Maybe yes. You know why I don't believe that? In my opinion, it's bad to give us like, you know, like maybe they will add Janssen to a standard banner, but not within natlan, but when we get like next version of the game. Because just imagine, like you get, they did the same thing that actually it was a mistake in my opinion, because we get, as you know, Tignari when Inazuma was up. That was a problem because so many players just avoid getting Tignari because yeah, he's in standard. I would say it's a better solution to add some character from like Fontaine to a standard banners, you know why? Because yes, just imagine like a character within this version, which is actually, let's say, the version we play at the moment, and we will get the character with the natlan like abilities. I don't think it's good for a game, if you ask me, and it's bad for Mihoyo as well. So yeah, but I still wouldn't suggest you to go immediately for Janssen. You know why? Let's say we have like 4-star, which is actually great. It depends on your skill and mechanic. If she's going to be a healer, then yes, maybe. Because we don't have like great healer at the moment. We have Dori, which is actually not so great. Kuki Shinobu, she's okay, but you need Constellation 6, and as like yes, it's got Constellation 6. Kuki Shinobu is just crazy because she's immortal, literally, you know? But yes, getting Constellation 6 is not an easy task. It's not an easy task, as you know. Hey Ali, how are you doing? 67k. My chasca did 16k for pyro bullet today. That's good, I think. Yeah, 67. But you know what, MZ? Like chasca's damage, it's not consistent. So you can get more, you can get less. You know, it depends. But yeah, 67k is great. Because mostly it's not 67k pyro, by the way, just keep that in mind. It's not pyro, it's 67k wave damage, it's not pyro, definitely. And it's swirl, by the way, just keep that in mind. Most likely you use like with Hydro character. Or maybe it was overloaded something, but not, it's not overloaded, it's pyro, it's most likely wave damage. Because if you chasca Constellation 0 without her signature, you cannot do so much with pyro, just keep that in mind. For me, it's about like 50-ish, 51k, but it's also wave. I will give her Raiden treatment in a way, as Raiden is an EM build, but I also saw Virgin Mavuika will be inverted by me if that happens. Oh, about Virgin Mavuika, I don't think like that Virgin Mavuika is the way. You know why? Virgin Mavuika is... Actually, you can use Virgin Mavuika. The problem is damage is going to be not so great. So yeah, I mean like her personal damage is way more better. And it's better to use like not EM, because in this case you need to use Elemental Mastery, you know, let's say in case of Raiden, it's possible, right? You still can use... Like you still can build Mavuika with actually not a bad amount of Elemental Mastery and pretty decent amount of crit rate, crit damage. It's possible. You know, let's say with since because as you know, her Ascension is crit damage if you use like Serpent Spine weapon, right? You actually can do it. Let's say you can give her like let's say EM, right? With let's say decent amount of attack, like crit rate and crit damage, you still can get something, but I don't think it's a great idea if you ask me. Virgin, it's okay, but yeah, it's kinda like I don't know. you still can test. I will test it as well, definitely, because I like this type of reaction, especially dendro related reaction, but I think damage is going to be bad, you know. So yeah, it's also bad because let's say if you use her burst, then you do normal attacks, it also can harm yourself, I mean your character, active character. It's going to be Mavuika, by the way. Sorry, I tried to copy the cope for Mavuika to be built as of DPS for natlan characters, but it's not worth it. Yes, not worth it. Definitely not worth it, MZ. I mean, like, you know, you can build, but you know what's the problem? It's better to build Mavuika as a DPS character, you know, with either, like, it depends on your weapons, with either elemental mastery or attack sand, it depends, but with like crit rate, crit damage, and with obsidian codex, 4-piece obsidian codex. In this case, your elemental skill damage will be okay. You can use her burst, you can use that enhanced normal attacks, and you will get definitely more damage than when she is as a supportive character, you know, with Golden Troop, for example. Let's say you want, as a supportive, you want to use Golden Troop, right? Because Golden Troop gives you like just a second, let me find my Golden Troop on my Furina. Because as you know, guys, Golden Troop, like, yeah, it's increased elemental skill damage, it's also increased additional elemental skill damage. Additionally, when not on the field, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25%. Actually, it's might be extremely useful for Mavuika. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get enough damage by using her skill. It's better to go like DPS with Obsidian Codex and use her skill and her burst and enhanced normal attack. In this way, you can get overall better DPS for your team. Because as you know, guys, like last nerf, they haven't touched her sub DPS abilities at all. You know why? I mean her skill abilities. I mean sub DPS, yeah, sub DPS abilities, because sub DPS abilities at the moment are not so powerful. And yes, you can deal some damage. I saw a couple videos about that. It's about like 20k per tick. It's actually not bad. It's not even comparable with Raiden. Raiden's skill is trash as hell. I mean, it's only reaction, no damage whatsoever, because Raiden, as you know, like it scales on fixed attack, and that's it. You cannot increase the damage, you cannot decrease the damage. Golden Troop is useless completely. So yeah, that's why you mostly use her in like Hyper Bloom teams, not in like, yeah, not in any other team comps or Electrocharge. 42 days banner lifetime confirmed. Was it's for one, oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know that. I will check it. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you very much. I will check it. If it's for ZZZ, like definitely it's going to be for like, yeah, actually you're right. If it's like for Zenless Zone 0, then definitely for Genshin Impact as well. That's crazy actually. I'm not really into loli style characters, so if Xianyun is going to be the permanent banner, I will not pull for. Oh yeah, actually, of course, like actually, Lucas, I'm completely okay with that, and you guys as well, because yeah, if the character on a permanent banner, you can choose the character like in a maybe 10 months, as you know. It's like, yeah, as you know, guys, every anniversary, Hoyoverse will give us choose a 5-star for free. So yeah, it happened like last anniversary on September, and yes, we are going to get next one next year. So yeah, you can get it for free. So of course, like I would say, especially if you are free to play or low investment player, definitely like skip Xianyun. But I don't think she's going to be in standard banner, if you ask me, because we already have, as you know, like we have Kiching, which is Electro. We don't have any. We don't have any Cryo. Oh no, we have Chichi. My bad. Just a second. What? We have like Dendro. We don't have any. Oh, Hydro. We have Hydro. Just a second. Let me check. So Chichi, Diluc, Mona, Kiching. We don't have Anemo, we have a Jin. We have double Pyro, which is Dia and Diluc. One Cryo, which is Chichi. Mona is single one Hydro. Kiching Electro. We have Tignari, which is Dendro, Jin, right? And that's it. So we missed Geo. We don't have any Geo character 5-star, right? And that's it. We missed only we missed only Geo character. We have all of them. If I'm not missing, yes. It's like 5. Dendro. We missed Geo and... Yeah, we missed Geo only. HSR is going crazy right now, Ali. With a Sunday and huge 5-star. Okay. Accept, okay. Rules are expected to be broken and expect the unexpected. And it's like you are talking like Toshke, you are talking like Capitano actually. If you remember, like when he describes that rule of death, he says that yes, rules are made like to like. So I need to play HSR now because I need that. Oh, okay. Hey, how are you doing, Zedrix? Sorry if I missed some chat. I mean, like eye catching. Yeah, I already have C6 Zhongli.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
Oh, thank you very much.
Any conflicts
Zedrix,
around?
I'm good. Thank you very
I'm
much.
in the mood for some peacemaking.
Sorry, I'm catching the chat. That's why I missed some late answering. No, actually, I have Neuvillette too. Oh, about that, yes. By the way, guys, yesterday, if you haven't seen, we just check let's say reviewing Zedrix's account. It's Zhongli Morak's account. It's crazy actually. Most of the broken characters are C6 R5, so you can check it on the video. I just changed the thumbnail and also I put the time onto the description, so you can go right away to that reviewing. I checked it on chasca, Akasha. About Akasha, by the way, you know, Zhongli, it's for you as well. I noticed some I don't know, it's a problem or something like that, because you want all of your characters to be top 1% of the characters, like in Akasha. The only problem, what I noticed, if you know, I changed my Neuvillette with this build. Let me just show you. It's 44 to 54, right? With these artifacts, which is HP, and crit damage, it's within 2%. When I switch, what it gives me about 42k damage without buff, etc., something like that. If I switch this goblet to HP goblet, which is like this one, it went down within 3% in Akasha, but damage is better. So in my opinion, I think that Akasha is not so correct, I would say. You know why? In my case, it's a little bit difficult to check, but in your case, it would be way more. You know, you can check exact damage, how you deal, how much damage you can deal with your character. You know. So yeah, by just switching a weapon or something like that, because you know, getting a little bit more HP. In my opinion, that Akasha counts only CVs and not something other stats. Maybe, just maybe, because as you know, hydro damage goblet for Neuvillette is better. Even though you can be higher in Akasha, it's still better damage. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I will do the test. I just need to get a little bit better, some good artifacts, because at the moment I cannot switch. I have this Hydro Goblet. Unfortunately, I don't have. Yeah, maybe I will switch this one because it gives me a lot of energy recharge, which is actually not so useful. Let me go back to my build. So yeah, even though I'm within 2%, my damage is I get less damage. It's a little bit surprise, like it was surprise for me, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know why is that. Where's my, yeah. Yeah, this one. Two days. If you want, you can. Oh no, it's not about damage. He will do about 400 as main attack. For real, that's crazy. And buff and content, but it's 150. That's insane damage actually. For real, 400. That's great. Oh yeah, and you actually yes, because you just you're like a triple crown. You have triple crown Neuvillette, if I'm not mistaken. That's why so much damage. Hey Vortex, are you going to try new game another? I saw the game actually, Lucas. You know, maybe not. And I can say you why. Because we have another game which is going to be launched maybe like recently. It's like, just a second, let me get the like exact name, just a second. Because that game is kinda, yeah, maybe I will try it, not gonna lie, because it looks okay, but the problem is it's kinda Genshin GTA, you know, it's that game we have already. Yeah, like driving cars, etc., something like that. I don't like those gizmos, you know, in the game, not gonna lie. It looks maybe good, but yeah, in this case, it's better to play maybe, GTA, you know. So yeah, the game I'm talking about is Azure Premilia. Well, let me just write in a comment. Just check it, Lucas.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
So yeah, it's Azure Premilia. It already has this game doesn't have any release date, but it has some teaser actually. It looks so great. It's like Desta says, it's polished Wuthering Wave. But it's not like Wuthering, maybe like mostly like Genshin, but you can check the teaser. Actually, it looks insanely great. My Neuvillette is mid, but 150k Zhongli is just crazy, not gonna lie, because my Neuvillette is about, he's doing about 72 with all of the buffs, I mean like with charge attack. Yeah, Constellation 6 Neuvillette is crazy. Oh, it's realistic, you mean like new game? I solo Spearl Abyss. Oh yeah, it's possible, Zhongli. Actually for new Neuvillette it's possible, yes, of course, like soloing, because yeah, like if you will not face any hydro or like resistance characters, like say slimes, etc., something like that, it's easy like to if they have some resistance, you still can like destroy, like especially like this one. Just a second, because as you know, like it has some resistance. But Neuvillette is okay against this enemy, that beasts, you know, on upper sides. So yeah, against this one, I get about 70-ish K damage. Like yeah, against this one. Crocodile. Let me guy do one damage, because yeah, my resonance is completely filled right now. Let me do at least one. The damage is that much because of... Oh yeah, actually yeah, because like I checked his constellation, I mean Neuvillette's constellation, they are so crazy actually, insane. He's so powerful, not gonna lie. And actually, you know, like, if you ask me, Neuvillette has maybe one of the best constellations in the game. It doesn't mean you need constellation 6 him immediately, but if you can, then yes. But yeah, his constellation is crazy, especially because he can literally at constellation 6 he can do the charge attack literally for a longer time. I mean like for not a non-stop of course, but for the long period of time. So it's not like within 12 seconds when he is at constellation 0.
I've been waiting for you.
For ages, yeah.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! Everyone will be...
Go! You're free now!
Take me up! Open fire! Hold on to your hats. Locked on!
Hey, let's change tactics. Show
It's a great ability, actually, not gonna
Tell me what you see.
And since you can use it like within a domain, I mean like it's so crazy. It's really satisfying to use ororon like this. Yeah, I will try out my pursuit when I get internet. Use because I damage the one I have. Oh yeah, actually yes, would be nice, Lucas, because I will do it the same. I will do with my Neuvillette, because I noticed that yes, even though you get better, like less stats, and it goes down within Akasha, your damage is higher, you know, like in game. And I tried it a couple times, because yes, it's only like 1k difference, but still, you know, because Akasha, if I'm not mistaken, shows your real damage. So yeah, let's say if your character higher in that list, it means like better damage. So if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I'm not so like, you know, like let's say I don't care so much about that like percentage in Akasha, because yeah, you need like couple constellation, etc. like that. But yes, like getting better, let's say, not a damage, but let's say like without checking, like using calculator, something like that, and get all of the like, you know, the list of your characters, which is better or not, it's good, you know. But if it's wrong, I mean like if that list is not correct, then yeah, I need to do some adjustment maybe. Hey Sama, how are you doing? T3 Sama. The damage is that much because, oh yeah. I will try download on a laptop on my mostly made starting Lucas. In TCG, Neuvillette card is good though. I will check it. I didn't know that. I will check that because I haven't get that card, because as soon as I get like level 10 in TCG, I just stop doing that. Why gacha games are getting way better than normal AA titles? I'm really getting worried that this will be the future of games as a whole. You mean gacha games? I mean, you know why gacha games is better?
Path is not meant to be walked.
Especially free to play, I would say.
Ambition, and the smoke might suffocate you.
Maybe because, like, since developer companies get like consistent revenue, you know, because of like box, loot box, etc., something like that, constellation, you know, they can improve the game. You know that you can get the revenue, right? And you can do something. In terms of AAA games, I mean like AAA games, it's not like that. They need to like do some like, I don't know, like add some patches, etc., something like that. In terms of Genshin Impact, for example, we get all of the regions for free, right? But you need to get constellations, let's say, to have more fun, like something like that. But regions for free. In games, in terms of AAA games, all of the stuff, I mean like new maps, etc., addition, it's mostly not for free. You know, you still need some like players to get that additional like patch or something. Maybe because of that. That's why gacha games is, in terms of like, let's say, player base, it's better. But it's me, I feel like it's my own opinion. Yeah, but only for a specific setup. Only Chasca can kill her element slime, that is crazy. Chasca can kill her. Oh yeah, GTA 6, yes, it's like... And constellation don't matter with Akasha. You can have like... Oh, I didn't know that, but yeah, you know, like, yes, you can, like, Sama, you can do that, but you know what's the problem? It's still like with constellation you can do better. I mean, if I'm not mistaken. Leaderboards, up to constellation 2, still end up with constellation 2. You can have constellation 0 character and still end up on... Yeah, so you can do that, of course, like, you know, not so many players has like crazy builds, that's okay. But, you know, like, if you want to be, like, on top of the list, you need, like, constellations, that's obvious. Let's say My Neuvillette with this build at the moment is within 2%. I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't care so much because yes, my Neuvillette is free to play, completely free to play without any constellations. So yeah, like I don't even like level up, bother about like talents at all because this doesn't bring me so much damage. Mostly damage comes from his normal attack and charge attacks. But yeah, just like it was a question. You know why? Because why is that? You change your build, you get more damage, but in Akasha you went down. It's actually, yeah, kinda interesting. But I will check it anyway. I want to check it. The damage is that much because yeah, I hope I haven't like missed any question, guys. Okay, let me just maybe
Someone
do
told you
some.
the
Yeah,
masters
I
of
want
the
to check
Night
if
Wind
you
is a
want me
tribe
to.
of weirdos?
Like, as you know, guys, on Mavuika,
Who else is there?
if you go for her signature weapon, or like as I mentioned before, you can go for Elemental Mastery Sand because mostly she will be playable out of reaction, you know, like Vape or maybe Melt, something like that. Unfortunately, Overloaded might be not so great for her. Arlecchino still might be better, but you can use like Mavuika anyway. She is like extremely powerful. I mean, yeah. Most likely we will get another nerf, by the way, in 2 days. Like maybe about 10%, I would say not so much, because they nerfed Mavuika by 15 to 20%, like, yeah, on 3rd beta. Now they need to do more, unfortunately, but she still will be like crazy, like DPS character. Mostly of like on field, but you can still use her off field. It's like, it's up to you guys. So yeah, let me try maybe Arlecchino. I want to try like this build, if you don't mind. The only animus that easily kills animal. Oh yeah, like, but you know why? Like Toshki, like why she can't kill animal? Because she converts the bullets, and each bullet it's considered to be different attack. That's why. It's not like with Hazo when he attacks, you know. It's not like with like, let's say with Jean or something like that with infusion. Hazo, because yeah, he is like, yeah. It's not like with a Wanderer, by the way, as well, because yeah, she converts the bullets, as you know, like, and because of that you get different damage. That's why she is not so great in terms of damage, because all of the damage she deals, it's distributed between enemies, and actually it's so bad, it's terribly bad. In terms of like Hazo, he has some AoE, that's why his damage is so crazy. By the way, even though he's a 4-star, he can deal about 1 million damage, just keep that in mind. He is extremely powerful, I mean Hazo, even without Faruzan, by the way, just keep that in mind. So yeah, he's extremely crazy character. But Chasca is way more convenient, so yeah, she can like kill anything, but the damage is bad. Damage is actually bad, not so great. Yes, you can get Constellation, you can get her signature, her damage will be increased, definitely. But at Constellation 0 without signature, yes, damage is kinda, yeah, okay, I mean, I would say. What about Rain Slasher? Rain Slasher is not so great, if you ask me. I mean, I discussed the weapon, let me just tell it again. So yeah, it's about like, you know which weapon? Rain Slasher. Instead of Rain Slasher, I would suggest you to use like this one. If you don't have it, then yes, Rain Slasher, or it's better to go for Black Leaf. It will cost you some like pulls, as you know, like yeah. But it's not so much. It's worth it if you don't have any other weapons. If you don't have like Gravestone, I would suggest maybe Gravestone over this Black Leaf, even though it doesn't give you any crit rate, crit damage, it gives a ton of attack. And in case of Gravestone, you might use maybe Elemental Mastery Sand as well. So yeah, for among all of the 4-stars, I would say this one is number 1, at least for now, because maybe, just maybe, we will get new 4-star weapon for free, like you know, like a fishing weapon, as we get like as you know, guys, we have like catch, we have like pipe, sword, you know, something like that, for especially for Mavuika, you know, for an Archon. If it's going to be in 5.3, then might be that weapon might be best in slot for among all of the 4-star. Just keep that in mind. So I wouldn't suggest you for now, guys, go for Black Leaf. because it might be a waste. Just use the weapon you have, then decide. So yeah, because we might get the weapon not in 5.3 but in 5.4, because usually it's going to be like this: weapon, then character, weapon, then character. This patch we got a weapon, as you know, like this one, always like 4-star sword with ability to refine up to 5, right? Next one is going to be a character. It's Xianyun, by the way, for free. Most likely Xianyun for free. So yeah, at least one of the 4 stars. Maybe in 5.4 we can get like new fishing weapon, and that is going to be Claymore, most likely. But we'll see. I mean, still, it's a little bit early to say. Serpent Spine. If you have Serpent Spine, what's the problem with Serpent Spine? Serpent Spine is okay. The problem is with Mavuika, you cannot get all of the stacks. You need to keep her on field for a long time than you expect. That's why it's bad, you know. Maybe with Refinement 5 you can get enough, because just a second. Yes, with Refinement, as you see, you can get additional 1%. So overall it's going to be 10% if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's going to be 10%. So yeah, overall it's like 5 stacks, it's 50%. So yeah, with Refinement 5 it might be okay, because you cannot keep Mavuika for so long on a field. It's going to be maybe like for 8 seconds, something like that, or maybe 12 seconds, but not more than that. 50, like 20 seconds is a lot. Yeah, 5 stacks and 4 seconds. So yeah, with Refinement 5, yes, it's possible. It's not a bad stick, not a bad weapon. But at Refinement 1, I would say Gravestone is better. Because Gravestone actually, as you know, like new type of enemies, when they HP going low, yeah, they become a little bit more desperate, and getting additional damage is actually welcome, you know. And with Gravestone you can get that damage, because like, yeah, it has this passive: on hit, attack against opponents with less than 30% HP increase, all party members attack by 40%. It's actually huge buff. For 12 seconds it's just insane buff. Yes, can occur once every 30 seconds, but it's still great buff. That's a good weapon. Oh, like Serpent Spine? Yes, like Jonglei. Serpent Spine is great. Unfortunately, you need Refinement 5. Yes, at Refinement 1, it's like bad because you cannot keep Mavuika for so long. I mean, like her burst, let's say animation, lasts for a couple seconds, right? 3 seconds, let's say. Then you use her enhanced normal and charge attacks, which is additional 7 seconds. Overall, it's like 10 seconds. It means like 2 stacks, maybe 3 stacks. That's it. You cannot like get like all of the stacks, because you need to use, let's say, Bennett, Xilonen, citlali. If you have all of them, if you will get, I wish you best of luck, by the way, guys. So yeah, if you will get all of them, you need to like switch between characters, you know, to like collect affixes. So what I want to do, just like, yeah, just let me show you what I want to do. I just want to check like melt arlecchino with this team. It's going to be Xilonen, arlecchino with her signature. It's going to be Ayaka and Bennett. I will show you all of my builds. Yes, just for a test purpose, how elemental mastery can like can be useful for like melting. So yeah, Ayaka, it's not like, it's 55, 122 with 212 energy recharge. Artifacts, whatever. I mean, like, yeah, it's 2-piece. Like, yeah, I don't need her damage. I need her burst as quick as possible. Bennett is Bennett with sapwood. Arlecchino with her signature weapon. Yes, the stats. I will switch this attack with like now. I don't want to switch like attacks like sans. I will switch weapon. Instead of this one, I will go for BP1, which is like this one, and provides 150 elemental mastery. So we'll see how it goes. Yes, this one has greater base attack, and also this passive actually increases the damage. But yes, melt is melt.
Staring into my
It
eyes.
benefits from elemental mastery. Will Capitano defeat Neuvillette's title as stronger character? What do you think? Oh, about Capitano, you know, like, that's actually interesting question. You know why? Because I think, as you know, like, we can, like, Capitano will get, since he is a harbinger, he will get the same icon. As you know, like, you definitely know that, Zhongli. We can, like, check which a character
A blade
belongs,
embraces its duty.
like which region belongs a character to. So yeah, this one is like Fontaine, this one is Harbingers. Tartaglia has the same icon, by the way, if you check it. Capitano, the point is, what I want to say, since he is going to be like way more powerful, should be way more powerful than Arlecchino, I would say maybe. The only problem is his element. I mean, you know, like, I don't think he is going to be Electro. Oh yeah, I think he is going to be either Electro or Physical, because we have Pyro, we have Hydro Tartaglia, we're going to get Cryo Bambietta. Most likely Dottore is going to be, since he's a healer, maybe he might be Anemo or something like that, you know, just maybe. Like, we'll see. I mean, like, we still don't know. So because of that, in my opinion, Capitano might be either electro or physical damage. So it depends, you know, like, it depends on an element. If it's going to be electro, that's going to be crazy as hell, because electro is maybe one of the, like, yeah, it's like, it can be used in so many reactions. Electrocharge, Hyperbloom, you know, overloaded, that would be just insane. If it's going to be physical, which actually I think, then we'll see. As you know, physical damage is a little bit like, yeah, it's kinda weird in my opinion. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you cannot use Xilonen in this case. Only Zhongli can be helpful, because Zhongli can, like, it has this one. But it's still assumptions. I mean, yeah, as you know, like, Zhongli can, like, reshred physical as well. You know, it's kinda buff, but Xilonen cannot do that. So we'll see. I mean, it's, I would say, if you ask me, like, in terms of power, even now, Mavuika will be better than Neuvillette. Arlecchino at Constellation 0 is better than Neuvillette in terms of damage, but Neuvillette is best in completely other ways. Neuvillette is easy to use. He has, like, safe healing abilities. He can use in so many different team comps, you know. He uses the charge attacks with no ICD, not completely, but no ICD. Every hit gives you a reaction, you know. That's why, as you know, like, they wanted, I mean, Hoyoverse wanted, like, to cancel his, like, spin to win, like, mechanic. You remember that? And we got like 1700 Primogems for free. So in this case, even though his damage might be a little bit lower, he is still, like, best character in the way, despite he was released, like, actually 1 year ago, you know. The problem is, now we have vapes, and that energy, like, might be not so easy to get. As you know, guys, like, we have new enemies, which is vapes, and they can, like, immediately deplete your energy, like, in no way, in a second. And also, by the way, new enemies like this one can do the same, like this one. So collecting and getting energy might be a problem. For Constellation 6 Neuvillette, it's okay, because if I'm not mistaken, at Constellation 6 you will be alright by using only his skill. You can get double skill, something like that, because yeah, if you each absorb droplet will increase the duration of charge attack equivalent, yes, by 1 second. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you can get additional droplet by, like, it's in Constellation. Yeah, this effect can occur, like, yeah, droplet will be generated, you know, like, so you will be maybe okay. But playing with a Neuvillette without energy, it's actually kind of problem. Let me find that way up, just a second, guys. So yeah, the problem is, like, the mechanic Hoyo will add in the future to this game. That's why, by the way, Mavuika has completely different energy, which is fighting spirit. So yeah, these waves like this one. So as you see, guys, I have an energy for my arlecchino and for Ayaka.
Overruled.
So if you fight against him, he can deplete your energy like with no time whatsoever. That's it, my energy gone. You see, like, I don't have any energy. Playing, yes, you can be quick enough and like kill him like in like no time. That's possible, but still, when you fight in Spoil Abyss, it might be a little bit difficult. The same thing, if I'm not mistaken, applies to this enemy, which actually also can deplete your energy. Just let's check it. Sorry if I missed some like question, guys. Hey Kakarot, how are you doing? Now Zhongli is strongest character in Genshin. No one can defeat Zhongli. Oh, actually, lore-wise, yes. My Zhongli will beat most of the Neuvillettes. For real? That's crazy. Oh, Neuvillette is young compared to them. But dragons are stronger than archons. Zhongli is a normal dragon. Neuvillette is a sovereign dragon, the strongest without heavily.
We should take a break after all that
Zhongli is
running
a dragon
around.
virus. Oh yeah, by the way, about the
Let's
Zhongli's
rest here
dragon,
for a
by
bit.
the way, as you know, like, I don't know if it's it has a glitch at the moment or not. Just a second, let me post, like, if you don't mind, just give me a second. Let me just post one like video I did. So yeah, just a second. I mean, link, of course. Alrighty. Back then, about like dragon, like he had a glitch back then. Oh yeah, this one. Do I have it like? Oh, it's short. Anyway, let me pause the. Most likely you saw the video. Let me pause the link. I think Ajda is. Hey Xenix, how are you doing? Neuvillette is 7 dragon of strongest without principles. Zhongli is a dragon. From what I know, Zhongli passed his sovereign authority to Ajda, guys. For real? That's crazy. Okay, let me just get. I didn't know that. I mean, yes, like lore-wise, Zhongli is the best one. So yeah, about the energy. Let me switch the characters because this one can deplete your energy as well. That's why, if you notice, guys, all of the like latest characters, especially natlan characters, doesn't rely on energy at all. Kinich can be played without energy because most of the damage comes from his skill. Mualani skill. Xilonen, you can use her burst, but you can completely ignore it, you know. Kachina as well. Kachina's burst just increase her AoE, like, of her skill. Chasca is the same. You can completely ignore her burst. You know, Mavuika is, yes, she relies on burst, but she doesn't need any energy whatsoever. She needs like fighting spirit, as you know. Citlali, by the way, is the same. Citlali's shield comes from her skill, not her burst. She needs that burst to get some night soul points. That's it. So yeah, the point is they want
day.
to like somehow avoid us using that energy related like characters. So most likely in the future. So yeah, some of the characters cannot be so useful. It's not because character is going to be bad. No, Neuvillette will be the same Neuvillette. The problem is using them without energy is going to be a problem. Let's say Bennett without energy is, yeah, he's not so great. Furina, by the way, you cannot use her fanfare stacks, collect fanfare stacks, you know? So yeah, that maybe will be a problem in the future. But still, it's like, let's say, theory, because it's still not, but yeah, you know that, like, yeah, Hoyo will do, because I saw 5.3 Spile Abyss lineup, and we have about like 3 of these new enemies. Let me switch my, let me change my roster. So yeah, chasca, like whatever. Oh yeah, let's go with Furina. I want to check like if like this one is not so like aggressive, like when he want to deplete your
I
energy.
can't wait any longer.
Do I have any? Yes, I have. Zhongli sacrificed so much, and bro, been around for like thousands of years. Like even the, yes, like yeah, he's like way older than Neuvillette, of course. Like Neuvillette is about like 500 years, something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Ow!
But
Where did that come from?
Zhongli is about like, yeah, he's way more older. And Neuvillette handled it's over the arlecchino. About like that, but it's like lore wise, guys, here, right? It's about lore wise, but in terms of game, like let's say Neuvillette now is not so powerful. I mean, yes, Constellation 6 might be crazy, but in my opinion, Constellation 6 Neuvillette is way, way better, you know? Hey Soliharden, I need advice, guys. I started a new account on Genshin like 5 months ago, hoping to get mualani on it. I lost to Chichi sadly. I've been saving for a new characters ever since, and I don't know who to get. If you ask me, Soli, I would suggest to go for Neuvillette. Let's say, if you want to get like specific Hydro character, then go for Neuvillette. And like if you have enough Primogems now, you know why? Because in 5.3 you will get enough to get Mavuika anyway, in my opinion. Because we're going to get like about 100 spools within that patch. On top of that, future banner, like in 5.3, I mean new brand characters, will last for 42 days, most likely. It's still not confirmed, but like guy says that for ZZZ they already applied that. So Mavuika and Citlali will, like the banners, will last for 42 days. So if you need Hydro character, then Neuvillette, definitely. Neuvillette is broken, even at Constellation 0. And yes, he is fun to play, not gonna lie. For the next one is going to be Mavuika, because Mavuika is an Archon, she's crazy powerful character, so like this, if you ask me. About mualani, actually, mualani is not so easy to play, even though she is powerful, but if you want to have fun with characters, let's say, then yes, maybe other character. But Neuvillette and Mavuika is the way. Yeah, true, Limus. Oh yeah, actually that's true. Ganyu might be older than Neuvillette. Neuvillette is like 500 years, or Zhongli is what, 6,000? Oh, 6,000, I didn't know that. Arlecchino, I'll go for Neuvillette then. Oh yeah, go for Neuvillette because his Hydro might be extremely useful, and then decide, like, you can get enough Primogems, by the way, within 5.3, and you can get Mavuika as well. Mavuika is crazy, by the way, I would suggest you, because Mavuika is a natlan character. She has like all of the exploration, most of the exploration mechanic, Xilonen's mechanic, mualani's mechanic, by the way, as well, and flying mechanic, chasca's mechanic. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, it lasts for shorter time, but not for so long, but still it's useful. So yeah, she can climb, she can fly, and she can hover over the water. He's older, by the way, Kakarot. For real, like Zhongli is like, I didn't know. I thought it's like 2,500 years, something like that. That's crazy, actually. But you know, like, it's all of the lore wise. Okay, let me just do the test. So about this enemy and energy. No, sorry guys. This one is not so aggressive.
Let's light it up! Ha!
I don't want to use any of my burst. I just want to check how it.
Open fire! Locked on! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Yeah, maybe you know why. He needs like to be converted to wave
Locked on!
to get that energy from you. So yeah, it's not like, yeah, it depends on his like, yeah, on his form. Because as you know, this one can convert to any of the enemies.
Let's fly! Open fire!
Actually, they made this boss so great, not gonna lie. Especially if you get an Inspire Abyss. That's crazy. So yeah, it depends on his form. Okay, let me go to do some Spell Abyss. As it was 6 years ago, that's maybe even more than. Liu was discovered 6 years. Why? Oh, for real? By Neuvillette? By Zhongli? Huh. That's interesting info. Liu Harbor was discovered by Zhongli. Damn, bro. Look at the rampant gamer, you like it. Lucas, after I won Chlorine, I also won on Haytown at the. Oh, that's crazy actually, back to back. That's crazy. Because you know what, Chlorine is not bad character. And Chlorine, by the way, also doesn't rely on her burst. So yeah, all of her attacks comes from her skill. So possibly he lived way before that era. Oh yeah, actually it's possible. So because of experience, Zhongli and Neuvillette at the same level in the battle lore. And he's Descender. This is like a spoiler. Descender? I mean, you mean Zhongli? Actually, I'm okay with spoilers, not gonna lie. That's okay, Toshki. That's completely okay. It's welcome. You can say whatever you want. Descender, damn. Oh, he's the second Descender. Well, who is the first one then? I'm a little bit curious about that. The only Archon was stronger than 7 Dragon is Raiden. Hey Rohit, how are you doing? You know, about the topic of stream. Oh yeah, about the weapons, like Rohit, like yeah, we already discussed that, like the weapons. So yeah, it depends on the list of weapons you have, but we have some great, actually not a bad options for future Mavuika. Most likely you will go for Mavuika as well. So yeah, we have this one, which is Mailed Flower. It's not bad. You can use like Serpent Spine if you have it. You can use Wolf of Greystone, which is actually can be considered as a free-to-play because yeah, you can get it from a standard banner. You also can use Blackleaf, which is actually not bad option. You need to spend some like yeah wishes, as you know, like it's like yeah, either you can go for wishes or go for a weapon. So yeah, it depends. But Blackleaf is not bad. Or you can use Rain Slasher. It's not a great option, but it's a valuable option because of Elemental Mastery, since Mavuika can be played out of reaction, and she should be played out of reaction actually, because she applies Pyro every 2 seconds, which is actually great. Because of that, yes, her signature, of course, it's like, yeah, it's great. You can use this one, Prototype Archaic. I still wouldn't suggest you to do that. Yes, it's of course increased normal charge attacks, but if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't apply to her charge and normal attacks because those attacks considered to be bike normal and charge attacks. As I know, it's completely different. You know, it's not like ordinary normal and charge attack. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, going for like a weapon with overall stats like attack, crit damage, etc., something like that can be more beneficial than like this one. You know, other than that, like I will test like this weapon definitely because this one might be good with attack sand, and this one most likely I will use gravestone. If you don't have any of them, then you can use kinich 4-star weapon, which is actually not a great option. I tell you in advance because yeah, this passive might be not so useful, and if you activate it, it's only increase elemental skill damage, but not her normal and charge attack, especially because they are like bike normal and charge attacks. If you go for her signature, then yeah, signature is crazy. Maybe with signature would be nice to use elemental mastery sands, by the way, to give her a little more elemental mastery. So that's it. It's not so difficult. I mean, like in terms of weapons, I would suggest maybe if you don't have any 5-star, using like this one. It's not a bad weapon. Yeah, Raiden's the second strongest in the game, I think, right now. Don't know about like Neuvillette. For a Zhongli is Descender 2, that's crazy. I will probably be a Dreamer's Shogun. Isn't that strong or just like Puppet? Oh, limited exclusive weapon, you mean like 4-star? Yes, it's event weapon. If you have it, like, yeah, use it. Yeah, I'm gonna go wish for real. Oh, yeah, Gravestone. Actually, yes, Gravestone is, if you ask me, Gravestone is better. You know why? Because, as you know, guys, Ascension for Mavuika is crit damage. And since you can use this set, it gives you additional crit rate. You will be okay with that ratio. Completely okay. You don't need so much crit rate. Because, yeah, 45 is already, you have like already 45 plus 50 crit damage. So yeah, not 50, my bad. It's 88.4 crit damage because of Ascension. So yeah, you already have like pretty decent amount of crit rate, crit damage. So yeah, you need like couple substats and that's it. I need to start upgrading that weapon. Another 2 million more with, yeah. Actually, yes, Kakarot. Like, you know, like, I try to level up all of the free-to-play weapons. You know why? Because you never know. Like, they must be. Actually, that EM, actually not bad for Virgin Diluc. Even though it sounds a little bit weird. Because, yeah, Virgin Diluc is not great. But still, EM's subs like claimers, it's pretty. Yeah, we have Rain Slasher, but that one is better. Okay, let me try Xilonen, Arlecchino, Ayaka, and Bennett, and do some melt. Then I switch my Arlecchino with another weapon, and I'll do the test again. Upgrading 5-star weapon are so expensive. Yes, 5-star weapon is crazy. Not gonna lie. Because yeah, by the way, if you ask me, if you know guys, yesterday we were reviewing Zhongli's account, it's Zedric's account. By the way, you can check the video, I just put the timestamp. His account has a ton of T6 characters with R5 weapons. And he says that I checked his old Doro 44 account review. He has all of the weapons, almost all of the weapons, let's say all of the 4-star and 5-star weapons at level 90. Just check it, it's so crazy. All of the 5-star we have in the game. So yeah, like Zedric's has all of them at level 90. I know how it's not only expensive, you know, like you need crystals, and farming crystals, it's just like, yeah, I just like, it's, he spent so much time, like it's crazy amount, like it's like, yeah, you can check it. It was like on yesterday's stream, by the way. Oh yeah, like, yeah, he was here, like, yeah, that, like, but you know, like the most craziness things is that like he has all of the 5-star weapons at like refinement. Actually, it's okay or not okay, it's up to a player, but leveling them up to level 90, all of them, it's just insanity if you ask me. So yeah, it's just, yeah, it's like, let's say it's another level of dedication if you ask me. So yeah, okay, let me do it.
Lay to bear.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Embrace the ice!
Let me try it again. Let me try a couple times. Zedric is crazy. Over like invested in Genshin Impact account could be most expensive than invested account. You know, like, yes, like, but yeah, I know, because I understand that. But if you like the game, let's say, and looks like he like Genshin Impact a lot, you know, like, yeah, and by saying a lot, it's right, means a lot. I mean, like, even though he spends only 2 or 3 hours a day on game, it's still like, you know, like leveling up all of the stuff. It's not only about like it's not only about the money, I would say. You know why? Yes, the more you invest, the better chances you can get, but still getting, like, if you check artifacts, you can use like his in-game ID and check the artifacts. It's crazy because getting artifacts with like actually separated artifacts, if I'm not mistaken, he has like, he doesn't like switch artifacts between characters like I do in some, like sometimes, because yeah, it's, you know, like it's difficult to get like crazy artifacts. He just completely ignoring doing that. So yeah, he just used like own artifacts on each character, and on 4 stars as well, by the way. Overall we have 88 characters in this game, you know, 4-star and 5-star. So yeah, it's like, it's about the time. You must have that event exclusive weapon vortex mentioned, right? Yes, I mean, like, right, you mean like that claymore? Yes, I have it. Actually, you know, like, since I play this game since mostly beginning, I have all of the weapons Hoyo gives us for free. I mean, all of the 4-star weapon, which was able to like R5. I have all of them, so yeah. I saw 6 mualani on stream. That mualani, yes, dreamers. Like, mualani is at Constellation 6. All of the characters like are crazy. They are powerful. He's the most dedicated player I've ever seen. Dedicated isn't even a proper word. It's describing. Oh yeah, actually yes. Like saying like yes, dedicated is kinda, yeah, might be, yes, but he just like likes the game. I would say yeah. He just like Genshin Impact a lot. That's why, you know, like, it's no way when you like, you know, like, if you don't like playing the game, no way you can do something like that. So yeah, it's not only about the dedication or something like that. You just like have fun with the game. So yeah, it's satisfying. So yeah. He's a oh yeah. Completionist, yeah, he's completionist, so will. Oh, you know, like about completionist or something like that, Lucas. I would say, yes, maybe. I mean, like, I'm not like the player who can complete everything. As you know, I try to keep some, like, I still have some like chest in Mondstadt, in Liu Harbor. Definitely, I know that because I keep some. No, I have a lot of chests in, like, even though like all of the regions like at 100%, So yeah, for me it's just a number, but for like, yeah, for Zedrex it's not only number, because yeah, for him 100% means 100%.
I'll get to them tomorrow.
Put Fasting on Furina works. Oh yeah, actually I agree with you, Fasting Desire is great weapon, but you know why I don't use Fasting Kakarot? Because not all of the players has that weapon. Actually, for Constellation 0, even at Constellation 2, Fasting Desire is the best weapon for Furina, guys. Just keep that in mind. Why I don't use it? Because most of the players don't have it. And if I do a lot of damage, it means I'm kinda, it's not a cheating of course, but you cannot replicate and do the same damage. That's why I use either Favonius or that pipe weapon. I know Kakarot, that weapon is best in slot for her. Among 4 stars, I know that. Definitely. Not gonna lie. Is that he is gonna C6 every character from now? Oh yeah, like actually Kakarot, why not? If you, let's say, have time to do that, and if you have like passion, I would say, you know, why not do it? It's like, because, you know, like if you like to play the game, like to use different team comps, you know, like unfortunately the only problem, I don't know if he completely have fun with Constellation 6 characters. As you know guys, Constellation 6 characters, it's like, especially within this game, it's kinda overpowered characters. Yes, we have some legends, especially now in like Natlan, and they're actually pretty difficult to beat if you at Constellation 0, but still it's possible, you know. So yeah, the only way, it's like not even Genshin, like not even like Spiral Abyss. Spiral Abyss actually it's easy at Constellation 0 and it's extremely easy at Constellation 6. So yeah, it might be, in my opinion, a little bit boring. By the way, that's another reason why I don't like and I don't want Constellation 6 characters. You know, more characters I have is more fun, especially at Constellation 0. Because yes, you struggling a little bit, but it's me, you know, like you never know. If he has fun with the characters, why not? By the way, Walter, did you see the updated characters ID? Yes, I saw that, Rohit. Yeah, and by the way, it's like about like new characters in 5.3. By the way, yes, like we discussed that, and most likely we are going to get Iansan in 5.4. You know why? In my opinion, as you know guys, we know that 5.3 is going to be without any new region. We only get new boss, by the way, most likely within this area, by the way. Somehow, like somewhere within this area, new weekly boss for Mavuika and for Xianyun. By the way, like both of them share, like not share, they have new mats for leveling up the talents. So yeah, the only one we are going to get the boss. But in 5.4, we're going to get new region, by the way, and it's going to be right here, like in this place. And maybe Iansan will be released within that version, and also we should get like this new tribe, you know. So yeah, at the moment we have only 5, right? But we need to get like last one. It's like, yeah, 1, 2, 3 and like 4, 5. Oh, bye bye Ali, bye bye, thanks for joining. Hey Furina, how are you doing? Furina isn't it? Oh no, it's not Dreamers. I mean like, oh yeah. She's getting her run in like her second half Dreamers alongside. It's great that she's finally getting her first rerun. Oh, you mean Arlecchino? Oh, Yinlin. Oh yeah. I mean like, yes. Okay, bye bye Ali, bye bye. Alright, let me continue. Let me do a couple more tests and then I will switch that weapon.
Transfix, bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Actually, it's a waste. Yeah, no need to use like her burst completely, yes. Actually, you need to use Xilonen's burst only when you use Furina. In all other cases, using that burst, it's a waste of your time.
Laid bare!
Just a second. Do you think the unknown character could be captured? No, I don't think so. You know why, Rohit? If you actually, yes, maybe, but I don't think we will get Capitano in 5.4 or something. You know why? Maybe in 5.6 or like in 5.5. You know, something like a little bit later. So the oldest living people in Teyvat are Venti and Zhongli. Oh, for real? Let me just... I'm bad in lore, not gonna lie. Yeah, if they won, they ever get like rerun and award, probably get more reward streamers. I mean, like, yeah, you mean WoWa? I want like actually Genshin one, if you ask me, because I play Genshin more than WoWa, and we don't need so much in WoW. We already have a lot. You know, don't get me wrong, guys, but it is.
Don't tell me I over.
Transfix!
Everybody stand back!
Coming to art!
Summon!
It's 160. So yeah, it's 160. Let me like 160-ish something. Let me go with another weapon, which is like BP weapon at R5 for arlecchino. And let's do some tests again. It's 160. It's without Furina, so yeah, it's 160 melt damage. So yeah, I want to use like this one. Switch. And yes, like if you have like, let me just build the and I should get additional 150 elemental mastery because of that passive. Yeah, I have it, you see, like it's increased 79 plus 150 from that weapon. A little bit more crit rate, same crit damage, but less attack, of course, because yeah, her signature is signature.
This will be a
And also like
partnership,
yes, that passive on her signature is like, yeah, gives me additional like damage. Genshin is nominated in different awards by yeah, I agree. Oh, it's about like voice something. Oh yeah, like yes, it's not a game of the like year or something like that. Yeah, I know that it's they awarded in like voice lines, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But they know a lot about each other. Furina, for some reason your voice is so relaxing. For real, Furina? Thank you very much, Furina. Thank you very much. Let's try that bird shape polar. Bird shape polar. Bird shape polar.
How many?
I mean, just a second. Let me check it. Oh, yo, this one. This one is not. It's not okay, actually. You for real? Oh yeah, you mean this one? You know why it's not so great? I will try it. The problem is I will get low on crit rate. I will try it, no problem. Let me try this one first. This one is bad. This one, by the way, it's for Shenhe, because it gives a ton of attack. Within 10 seconds after elemental reaction is triggered, attack is increased by 24 and elemental mastery by... But actually it has the same as like... which one is that? Like, yeah, that we have a polearm is the same exact like numbers, but yeah, it was made for Shanghai especially back then. Not a bad like polearm, but yeah, I will try it, no problem. Also, for some reason, their story is mainly spoken in the books you collect in the game. Hey Sino, how are you doing? Oh, idle animation may literally died after seeing. Furina, my favorite arc. Oh, by the way, Sino, like, if you saw that video about like that ororon, well, like he jokes about vegetables, like, that he's crazy. Actually, he's really like want to compete with Sino, but he cannot, definitely. Also, I heard that there's info from the YouTuber who loves reading Genshin books, but you know, like, would be nice to read actually some books, not gonna lie, but the problem is I cannot get any. I mean, like, I tried, maybe I will, I mean, I need to try harder, because, yeah, I like to read books. The only problem is it's not like complete books, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of like, yeah, you just get some, like, yeah, it's like gathered info about the game, right? Okay, people, that's, we had to leave you. I'm diving at the moment, so enjoy the... Okay, thank you very much, Lucas, for joining. And yeah, have a nice one. Thank you very much. Anyone who reads Genshin lore deserves respect. Yeah, kinda. Lore, I mean, yes, collected in game books, yeah. Oh, that's alright, Sino. That's completely okay. If you like about the topic, yes. I mean, like, it's about the weapons for Furina. Most likely, you go for Furina. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. You said about Archons, and yes, I saw the yeah. So it's about Mavuika. She's also Archon. It's about like claymores. So yeah, the claymores you can choose for her. We have actually plenty number of options, and you can use any of them because her damage is so great. You even can use gravestone, I mean, like, and you will be alright, you know. So yeah, gravestone is not so useful because of energy recharge, because of that second possibility to get second skill, which is actually completely useless for her. It's better to go for EM stick, maybe attack stick, something like that, which increase her attack, and elemental mastery, because mostly she plays out of reaction. Like vape, melt, etc., something like that. Mostly vape and melt, I would say. You know why? Because yes, in this case you can, like, since she can apply pyro every 2 seconds, it actually might be incredibly useful with the character we have at the moment. I mean, like, in game. For real, grinding too. Because the players take their time to ignore the beautiful world of Teyvat and read its books instead. Actually, you know, like, not all of them, Toshki, if you ask me. Like, many players just read this lore, like, and yeah, I'm not an exception. Actually, I read it as well. Yes, I don't get a lot of stuff. You know why? Because for me, you need to, like, more knowledge to get it. But that's why I want to, like, check a couple books. Would be nice, actually. Not gonna lie, the books are interesting. If you like reading, of course. I mean, like, the problem is, like, if you ask me, the problem is it's not a complete book. It's like kinda, it's like separated stories, and yes, they just like gather it together. So yeah, it's, unfortunately, it's not a complete book. But it will be like 3 AM in the afternoon. Oh, you mean like Neuvillette? Yes, Ali. I wish you best of luck, by the way, for like wishing for him. But if you ask me, if you're on 50-50, it's the best way to get him. If you like missed him, that's okay. You can go for Mavuika. If you're like, it's for real, the best way to spend your 50-50. I wish you best of luck. Do a couple test plays, by the way, before like wishing. Might be helpful, maybe. I usually do. I mean, like Neuvillette's test play, you know, and get that additional 20 Primogems. Okay, guys, let me just try it again with
Let's
go. Bring it. I'm going in. Sakura swirl.
It's 140. Yeah, it's less damage. let me do it again. It's like about like 20k less damage. It's not terrible, because that weapon, I mean her signature weapon, gives me a lot of substats and affixes. Now I will try with like that jade polearm, you know, and with that like bird kinda polearm.
Overruled.
Teamwork is dream. Embrace the ice.
Let me try it again. Yeah, I just like when you're out of that Bennett's circle, like yeah, damage is decreased by a lot. Oh, by the way, you know what? Mavuika can give you some buff, which is like yeah, they nerfed that buff by 10%. Now it's 40. But still, it's kind of useful. It has the same mechanic like Bond of Life. The damage is decreasing. It's decaying, you know, within 20 seconds. I heard like Arlecchino could rerun FIB. Yes, actually that's true, like Soli. Would she be a better option than Neuvillette? I mean, no. You know why, Soli? It's not because we will get Mavuika before Arlecchino, and Mavuika is better. Mavuika is way better. Yes, you can use Arlecchino in different team comps, in like Monopyro, in Overloaded, in like Vape, Melt, etc. Maybe she has more options than Mavuika, but Mavuika is extremely powerful. She is an Archon, she is crazy in exploration. In this case, like getting 2 Pyro characters, it's not okay if you ask me. It's better to go at least 1 Hydro, and if you ask me, if you compare Neuvillette and Arlecchino at Constellation 0 without signature weapons, I would say Neuvillette is better, because he is way easy to play, incredibly flexible. He's Hydro, because Hydro can react almost with all of the like elements, you know. He has a self-healing abilities. He great with Furina. Arlecchino is terrible with Furina without a shield. So yeah, Arlecchino is just terrible with Furina. But Neuvillette can easily use Furina and gain fanfare stacks. Also, if you have Xilonen, and let's say any of Kazuha or Sucrose, or Lanyan in the future, by the way, Lanyan can provide a shield. By the way, they buffed Lanyan, and shield now lasts for 12.5 seconds instead of 8. So yeah, I would say now, of course, Neuvillette is better. Arlecchino is, you can go for Arlecchino only if you like the character, that's it. If you want to like see this character in your account, that's it. Other than that, Mavuika is definitely better. Like you know, damage wise, exploration wise, she's an Archon. She can be healed by any other sources, which is actually extremely useful. You know why? Because Arlecchino is a character who relies on Bond of Life. It's not a bad mechanic, but you know, like, actually I personally don't like it so much. Yeah. Because yeah, like, you know, like, you need to, like, at Constellation 0, you need to cook that mark which you applies by using that skill. After that, you can get Bond of Life, you know. Yes, her signature helps you a lot, but still, I don't think it's better. But Neuvillette is way better. If you have Neuvillette or ever played Neuvillette, you know what I mean. Neuvillette is extremely like easy to play, not so difficult to build. Arlecchino actually it's a little bit difficult to build if you compare with Neuvillette, but Arlecchino is powerful. I mean, like, in terms of damage, Arlecchino is better. It's like, yeah, it's mostly like, let's say, front-loaded damage for Arlecchino, but you still can do a lot of reaction and you can play in different team comps. Kakarot. Neuvillette is the strongest DPS in the game, sorry, but no, like, about DPS, Kakarot, I wouldn't agree with you. The strongest DPS is Arlecchino, actually. It's definitely Arlecchino, and Mavuika will be stronger than Neuvillette. The problem, not a problem, why Neuvillette is so great? Neuvillette is so great, like, in other cases. I mean, like, he is self-healing, he is easy to use, he has charge attacks, instead of Arlecchino, by the way, has like 2.5 seconds ICD, which is actually might be a problem if you want to do like enhanced damage, you know. Neuvillette doesn't have these problems. But in terms of DPS, no, Arlecchino is better. Arlecchino is just crazy, actually. At Constellation 6, Arlecchino can like one-shot everything. No, not everything, of course. She can do like about like 400k with one shot, single shot. It's like, let's say my Arlecchino is Constellation 0 without like any constellation. I can do about 200k with like single shot. Yes, because of Whimsy and because of Bond of Life, my damage going down. Like because of like, yeah, you get like your Bond of Light getting down, your damage getting down as well. But still, like initial hits, like 3 to 5 hits, it's crazy. I might just pull Neuvillette because I like him and I don't have him on my... Oh yeah, actually yes, you know, like, sorry, if you ask me...
We should take a
or
break
like,
after all that running
I would say
around.
Neuvillette is not... Like, I can do...
Yeah,
I can do some tasks, by the way, if you want me to. No, like, yeah, like with Xilonen and Kazuha, he's not bad. So yeah, let me just check the damage again.
Bring it!
Going in! Coming to art. So ready!
Let me try it again. It was 140, but still. No, it's okay. You don't have to. Oh yeah, it's like, it's if you want me to, like, no problem. I mean, like, actually, like, I can show you my build, or you can check my, like, Akasha or something with that UID. My character's, like, open in showroom, so you can check my Neuvillette. He's free to play completely. I use Prototype Amber as a weapon. Hey, Jester. Yeah, just a second, I will check that. So yeah, let me do one more test.
Overruled!
Transfixed! Everybody stand! Sakura swirl!
Cannot get consistent. Xianyun, that's why he is the strongest one. Kill Xianyun. I hope Neuvillette will be easy to play in mobile. Actually, yes, Xianyun. You know why? Neuvillette, by the way, like, he was created to be playable in mobile devices especially. That's why he is so popular. He's just crazy in mobile devices, because even, you know guys, I don't like to play on mobile devices, I mean like tablets and phones, but I tried Neuvillette a couple times. Even though I'm terrible in, like, yeah, on touch devices, it was okay. I mean, you know, like, at least like I did couple like boss fights. So yeah, it's not like using Alhatum, let's say, or Arlecchino, something like that. It's just terrible because, yeah, you need to use skills and charge attacks. So yeah, it's so terrible. With Neuvillette, it's just super extremely easy. And by the way, before like wishing for him, like, you can do some tests. So yeah, test play.
Laid bare!
Going in! Coming to art. So ready!
Actually, yes, my bad. It's like... Okay, let me leave one. Let me check King's Kaya. It's like This artifact goes to Neuvillette. Actually, it's okay. You have like the only problem is going to be a little bit low energy recharge, but you will be alright. I mean, like you see, if you notice that, so yeah, you don't have enough. It's only like 5.8. But if you can get upgrade for energy recharge, it will be way more better. And about the stats, yes, it's 36 from out of like set, and also Neuvillette has crit damage ascension, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you will be okay. The only problem is energy recharge. Most likely you use some like yeah. Oh, you use this weapon. It's like increased damage. Oh yeah, that's a cool. Okay, that's okay. It's attack, so yeah, it doesn't affect him anyway. That's alright, because you need like HP or HP goblet damage, but your HP is great. Yeah, because of like flat HP and crit rate and crit damage. Nice piece. You still need to do some upgrades in the future, definitely. You know why? Because of crit rate. Crit rate is not so high yet. 67-ish crit rate is a little bit low. So yeah, would be nice to like get more good pieces. For initial build, it's okay. You can like easily use Neuvillette. And just consider to like consider to give him a little bit more energy recharge. Or you know what you can do? Actually, I don't know if you have it, but you can use this weapon. We have this weapon which is especially made for Neuvillette. It has energy recharge, and also within 6 seconds after normal or charge attacks hit an opponent, normal attack damage will be increased by 16 and charge attack will be increased by 12. 3 stacks. It's actually not a bad weapon for Neuvillette, because it's somehow fix his energy problem and at the same time gives you some damage. It's, by the way, is this weapon actually made for Neuvillette? It's a free to play. Yes, it's base attack, but it's always base attacks. It's no HP, but it gives you some damage. If you use this weapon, you will be alright. Because unfortunately, you know, like Neuvillette needs some energy. Without energy, Neuvillette is extremely difficult
Something you
to
wish
use.
to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Crit ratio, I mean, you know, like crit ratio, it's about like, it's actually extremely important. Would be nice to get at least about like 70 plus, 75 plus, something like that. At the moment you have 67. It's okay. 67.8. It's okay, but it's a little bit less. Like 70 or like 2 plus, 75 plus is okay. You like try to get as much as you can, like, but don't overcap it. Overcap, because yeah, 100 it's a max you can get. It's no need to go more than that. Oh, that's alright, Jester. I mean, like I know you have like 31.8. No, it's you don't have 31.8. So I know, like, no, it's not like this. You have not 31.8. You're like, just a second. You have 67.8. It's not like that. because if you read this passive, when current HP like on your character HP is increases or decreases, crit rate will be increased by 12% for 5 seconds, max 3 stacks. So yeah, let me show you. Just a second, guys. So yeah, like overall this stick, I will do the test again with different like stick. If I'm not mistaken, I was wrong about like the numbers. I will check it. So yeah. Yeah, I need to do it in like
Sounds good to me.
yeah, to check the numbers. Let me show you. You like your build is okay. And by the way, that number is not 31.8 because of passive. Just a second. No, like just a second, let me show you. You have like 67.8, just so yeah, because you use Mercy Hunter for peace. So at the moment, as you see, my Neuvillette has only 44.3 crit rate, right? Ah, my bad. Yeah, just a second. Yeah. Just a second, let me just like use his skill. So yeah, when you use his skill, right?
Settle down.
And starting doing something like that, you get additional 36% out of this set. You know, like 36. It's like 3 stacks and 12 each. So overall, your crit rate is going to be 68 point. Come on, okay, I got it. So yeah, overall your crit rate is going to be not 31.8 but 67.8. So yeah, you will be alright with crit rate. Oh yeah, welcome back MZ, welcome back. Alrighty, so yeah, let me do one run. So yeah, you will be okay. Your build is alright, but still, you need to do some adjustment in the future. By the way, it's kinda not so difficult, you know why? Because we have Mercy Hunter in Strongbox, so you will be alright. And by the way, about your question on that new weapon, like on Kiching. You can use that weapon on Kiching, the only problem is, at the moment, you can't. Because, as you know, like if you play Kiching with Aggravate team, the team is usually Kazuha or any other animal, right? It's Fischl and Nahida, and Kiching, of course. The only problem is, this weapon is good when you under the shield. It really gives you a lot of stats. Future character like Xianyun might be way more useful because Xianyun can do swirl and also provides you with a shield. So yeah, if you go with a team like Xianyun, Kiching, Fischl and Nahida, then yes, you can easily use this weapon, and this weapon would be like better than any other weapons we have for Kiching. Just keeps an eye, but you need a shield. So yeah, now it's impossible, but in 5.3, as you know, we maybe can get that Xianyun for free. In that case, yes, you need to build her if you like to use Kiching. This weapon might be good with Baiju on your team because he also provides a shield. With citlali, unfortunately, its affects only normal and charge attacks, so yeah, it's not for all characters. Let's say it might be also good for physical Kaya, if you ask, you know, physical Kaya exists. Or maybe for Ayato, by the way. It's also not a bad stick if you don't have signature etc. Because yeah, it gives you additional crit rate. It also can be useful maybe for DPS Lila, maybe. Because Lila has own shield, you know. So just keep that in mind. It's like, it's only normal and charge attacks. It's not about like, yeah, all other attacks, skill, etc. Something like that. That's why Ayato Kiching is okay with this weapon. But you need to be under the shield.
Melusines are beautiful creatures.
Don't finish that. VCG pockets, yeah, VCG like you mean like or gravestone or like VCG? Oh, VCG Coco. How much ER should I need, Vortex? Oh, energy recharge, Jester. About energy recharge, actually, let's say if you use Neuvillette, I would suggest you to use this weapon. Yeah, just go for this weapon, you will be alright. Because I don't think you will be like, I don't think your Neuvillette with that stat, with only 5.8 energy charge, will be so, like, you know, like, playable. It's going to be difficult. But let me show you. For me, at the moment, I have 140. Even with 150 with Kazuha, yeah, Kazuha with that Zyphos. Because of that I get additional 10, but it's initially like it's 140. Even 140 sometimes it's not enough, so I would suggest you to go for this weapon. You will be alright. And when you get additional, just a second. Yeah, sorry guys. And when you upgrade your artifacts, just switch this weapon to like this one. So this weapon actually not bad. I mean, overall it also increased the damage. Charge attack damage by 36%, by the way. About here, like about the question, it's about 135 plus. So yeah, if you can get about 140, 145, you will be completely alright. But 135 is the way. No need to go more than that, I would say. Because if you use with Furina or any other Hydro character, or like with Favonius weapon, you will be alright. Okay guys, let's use Chasca. Chasca. She's really fun to play, not gonna lie. I don't want to like yeah, push you to wish for her, no need to, but if you have her, you know like what I mean. What is the bro yapping about, lol MZ? What? Okay, for most likely it's not. Man, saved for Queen Mavuika Dreamers now. Oh yeah, by the way guys, you can Chasca from Standard Manner, for real. Chasca from Standard Manner. Chasca. Chasca, yeah, this is kind of Chasca. Alright, she's fun to play, not gonna lie. No, I'm not Kakarot, like, yeah, I'm not drunk.
Teamwork is strength. Let the world collide.
Open fire!
Why I went for
Bullseye! Open fire! Knock him down. Farewell!
They are actually hit so hard. I wouldn't say an attack gobbler with 20 crit rate, so that's crazy actually. But it's on my main. I mean, that's alright. At least you got something. That's crazy actually. Okay, 3 pieces. All of them, not all of them are trash. Alright, let me do a couple spila base because yeah, Rohit asked me to use like that bird polearm on Arlecchino. Let's try it. EM Claymore Mavuika. Yes, you can use actually Sino EM Claymore. Oh yeah, let me just like, yeah, you just joined a little bit late. So yeah, about the weapon Sino. We have like pretty great, like good options for Mavuika. You can use Gravestone if you have. If you don't have, you can use this one, Mailed Flower, which is actually not a bad option. You can use Blackleaf. It also gives you up to 55 crit damage. You can use Serpent Spine if you have it. It's not a bad option. Prototype Amber, Prototype Archaic. It's okay, but you know, like I wouldn't suggest it because most likely this passive is completely useless on Mavuika. Because it's not a normal and charge attack, it's bike normal and charge attacks, it's different attacks. You also can use Rain Slasher. Which I wouldn't suggest you maybe, because if you have this one, it's better to go this one. It's EM stick. You will be okay, because Mavuika has like crazy amount of buffs. Attack buff, it's up to 30% by the way. Also, her base attack is pretty high, you know. So yeah, if you use with Bennett can also provide like about more than 1k attack, you know. So yeah, EM is a way, because mostly you will play Mavuika out of reactions. Name. So yeah, you also can use like this one, which is, yeah, it's not so great. But if you have one leveled up, you can try it. The best one, if you ask me, like, it's like, I would say, yes, we have like her signature 5-star, we have like Verdict, you know, like weapons, like we have Ito's weapon, which actually good. We have Dia's signature weapon is also good. But among all of the free-to-play weapons, I would say like this one is okay. This one is nice. Black Leaf. Yes, it will cost you something, but not a bad stake because yeah, you don't even need to R5 it. At R1 is most than enough. Okay, just like. Okay, well, Ali. Bye bye, Ali. Bye bye. Oh, dreamers. You use offset. Yeah. Dreamers, okay, Gaga, you can use attack goblet on Raiden because she converts ER into electro damage, so it's fine on her. Attack goblet on Raiden. Actually, yes, you can, but you know what's the problem with attack goblet? It's less damage. So yeah, if you ask me, guys, it's better to use electro damage goblet definitely because yeah, it's like you will see the difference. Electro way more better than attack, but if you don't have one, then yes, go for attack. It's not about conversion or something because she deals electro damage. Because of that, it's better to go for electro goblet. Okay, now let me try another stake on arlecchino. Because you know, like if the character has an element or like using attack or HP or something like that, it always a downgrade. Yes, even by the way for mualani, even though mualani scales on HP up to 80%, something like that, if you have the same HP goblet and HP and damage goblet is always better. It's always better. It's like that. For Neuvillette is the same, by the way. The problem is Neuvillette can benefit from like HP as well. So yeah, so you can use HP, but it means less damage. So yeah, let me build this one again and ban it.
Is it time to go?
I think Electro on Raiden is better because like if you... No, it's not your sync, by the way. It's like MZ. Electro is way better. Like, I don't know how it find Kakarot like that attack can be good. No, attack is bad actually. It's not okay. It's in case if you don't have any Electro, then yes, you can use attack. But attack is definitely like, it's not worth it at all. So yeah, let me try this one. Unfortunately, my crit rate went down by a lot. You know, so I need to do some adjustment maybe. Maybe I will switch that crit damage to like crit rate. I have one definitely. Oh my, for real. No, I should have one. Just a second. Okay, this one. Actually, this one is good. Maybe I need to level it up, you know? Actually, yes, it's attack elemental mass. It just made for, yeah, let me go for this one for now. So yeah, it's 69, 180. Just like, yeah, just check the weapon. By the way, we'll go to make some scrambled eggs. Okay, maybe. It's impossible, like Kakarot, it's impossible that you can get attack goblet and get better damage. It may be something bad with your build, definitely. It's impossible that you can get like with attack better damage, definitely. Because it's a stats, it's like, you can use it on... It's a legit, no, like Kakarot, no, it's not legit build. It's not legit build with attack rider. It's like, actually, yes, if you don't have electro damage goblet. Alright, like the same team, a different weapon. Let's do the test. I mean, I don't think I can get extremely great damage, you know? But let's check it. This stick, with this polearm, by the way, it was like event as well. It's like, yes, with Shenhe back then.
Overruled.
Everybody stand back! Sakura swirl!
Another batch is 50k, you know, like it's a max 50k. Let's say yes, it's not so great, unfortunately. Let me try it again. Oh yeah, right. You are like in time. I use that like weapon you told me about, that with like with a bird. Like it's not okay. Yeah, but it's obvious, you know, like even though it gives a lot of attack, let me show you. So yeah, even though it gives you a lot of attack, it's still not okay. You know, I got like about 2.4k attack, like a little bit less crit rate and crit damage because yeah, that weapon like doesn't give you anything. So yeah, it looks cool, but it's mostly for Shenhe. None of the other characters can utilize this weapon so great, unfortunately. Maybe Raiden, but yes, for Raiden we have like Dragon's Bane, which is actually better. Yeah, new recipe, local, yeah, new recipe. The inverse.
Transfixed.
Okay, I can do it again.
Lay bare. Bring it.
Teamwork is dream! Embrace the ice!
Yeah, 120. So like actually it's not bad, but let's say, but it's not great. You know, like let's say with her signature weapon I got 160, right? With this one I got 140. I will do the test again, and I want to check like this one. If I'm not mistaken, this one should be not so great, 150-ish, because maybe just let's check it. And let me switch artifact. So it's about 120. It's like, let's say you can use it like Rohit if you don't have any other weapons, but I still wouldn't suggest you. So yeah, it's the same stats I have. So yeah, with the same. Okay, Kakarot, thanks for joining. Bye bye. Thanks for joining. That's like longbow. Wait, but has that weapon and stats look like catching? Yes, it's catching. That's yeah, no problem. I can do the test, no problem. The only problem is, yeah, it's like, let's say, why Shenhe, by the way? As you know, Shenhe can provide some buff out of her attack. It's like Xianyun, you know, Xianyun, she needs a ton of attack to give you some buff, you know. Like not a buff, of course, like it's healing. Like yeah, but Shenhe, in case of Shenhe, it's like a buff. So that's why you need a ton of attack, and that actually polearm is great for Shenhe, for free-to-play Shenhe. Now let me try Jade Spear. Ayaka in 2024. Oh, you know, like, I don't know, like, Ayaka in 2020. I mean, like, Ayaka in 2024. I didn't get that, MZ, but. Yeah, I know. Hey Toto, how are you doing? I mean, yes, Jade Spear is not bad. Actually, free to play because you can get it. You can get this weapon from like standard banner.
Transfixed.
I'm going in! Kamisato art! So let's...
So yeah, it's a little bit difficult, since you know why it's difficult to get melt on him, because he's Hydra and he just like, yeah, utilize that a cryo aura immediately.
Laid bare.
Everybody stand back! Sakura swirl!
Because if you notice that I get vape as well instead of like melt.
Transfixed. Bring it.
Going in! Embrace the ice!
It was like 160-ish something. Vortex, how much ER is okay with with Kazuha? Actually, it's a complicated question. You know why? It depends on your roster. But if you ask me, like despite on any characters you use, I would say at least 180 or 200. You know why? Let me show you my build. For me, with Xiphos, it's about 200, but even 200 in some cases it's not enough. So yeah, initially I have like 166. Xiphos gives me additional 36 because of elemental mastery. It scales on EM, and in some cases even 200 is not enough. Yeah. So that's a problem. And by the way, Kazuha without that is completely useless. You know why? If you don't need crowd control, by the way, guys, if you have 120, 130 on Kazuha, and you don't need crowd controlling, it's better to use Sucrose. Sucrose will give you more damage. Constellation 6 Sucrose, by the way, so you just keep that in mind. More damage than Kazuha. So just keep that in mind. It's like for vape, melt, she is better. Because of that, you need like at least in a little bit more energy recharge, as you like let's say 166 is not enough. If you have Xiphos, by the way, so yeah, 180 is kinda okay, I would say, but 200 is like comfortable play. You can go with like other characters, like with Favonius, well, like weapon actually. It might be useful, especially on Shinchu like characters, but not on Bennett. You know why? Because yeah, Shinchu in this case can generate some particle. Bennett also can, but you like use Bennett, catch the particles, then use his burst for 12 seconds. It's like, yeah, it's not so great battery. I would say like Shinchu is better. Would you like to see review one? Yes, of course. Just a second. Like Raiden. I mean, or what? Raiden? Oh, yes, of course. Just a second. I heard. I don't have Xiphos. I'll try to future. Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't have Xiphos, it's 180. Like yeah, it would be 166. You will be alright. But yes, you need some like you know, some Favonius character only like Favonius weapons. About Xiphos, if you ask me, Toto, I would suggest you to go with that weapon, because even at refinement 1. It's still incredibly useful, and the point is, I wouldn't suggest you to refine that weapons. I mean, like Xiphos especially. Just keep it like like I will keep it. I will try to get the weapon again. Just a second, guys. Let me just switch. So it's like your Kazuha. Oh yeah, Haji Gaji. Yes, Azerbaijan. Good evening. Good evening. Hi. I don't have this. That's alright. The dreamer's name. The dream back. Also check my Nahida. Should I change her to full? Yes, I will check it. No problem. Yeah, bye bye, dreamers. Bye bye. Oh. Thank you very much, dreamers. Bye bye. So yeah, let me just switch. And I can see you can easily switch to Russian too. Oh yeah, I can, but I prefer English. I can switch to Russian if you ask, but yeah, I prefer like use English on a stream. Okay guys, let me switch like to like yeah. Let me check the character. So it's Kazuha, it's Raiden, and Nahida, no problem. So yeah, about Kazuha, you will be alright with that energy recharge because you have like Elemental Mastery and energy recharge. I can, by the way, if you ask me, I can switch my weapon to Iron Sting and do couple runs. Because let's say 166 and 153, it's like kind of the same. Unfortunately, yeah, he needs more than that. I mean, like you still can be okay with this one, with this energy recharge. If you can get Zyphos, by the way, I would suggest you, Toto, because, you know, that Zyphos is crazy. I mean, I heard that couple players says that Zyphos at Refinement 1 is trash as hell. Oh, by the way, you did like R5. Actually, you know, like this Iron Stick at R5 is completely useless if you ask me. Maybe you used Kazuha as a DPS back then. Oh yeah, might be. Actually, it might be useful, but only on Al-Haytham. I don't know about characters build, but never mind. Okay, I see your ID. More ER. So yeah, like about that weapon, I mean like R5 for Kazuha is actually completely a waste if you ask me. Only like Al-Haytham can utilize it, because yes, because of damage. But still, it's up to you. About energy recharge, yes, like try to get more if you can. Actually, this piece is just crazy. 28 for real. For real, that's insane. I never saw like so much. I mean, for me, the most one, it's about like maybe 24-ish something. That's crazy actually. And of course, like how you can like dodge flat HP. It's impossible. Yeah, that's crazy actually. That's insane. You know, like in case of this piece, actually you can increase his, like you can get at least one. I know like it's difficult to get, but you can use, let's say, that strongbox. You know, this set, VV set is available in strongbox. But yeah, this one just like, yeah, push you up by a lot. Not gonna lie. Just crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, let me check Raiden. Oh yeah. Raiden, by the way, why you use like you know, like you use Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge. It's like the hybrid build, right? I mean, I wouldn't suggest you to do that. Oh no, for 29, for real. That's okay. I see you're extremely lucky on Energy Recharge. Not gonna lie. Damn, Toto, what is that? I mean, like, okay, like 29 is okay. Like that's, I mean, you can, like, in this case, you have crazy crit rates as well. So yeah, Elemental Mastery. She's okay. I mean, if you use her out of like for Hyper Bloom, for Electrocharge, she is great. I mean, I use Raiden like with this build as well, as you know. Like yeah, in the future, if you can get more, or like Elemental Mastery would be nice. About Energy Recharge, yeah, this piece is just crazy. If you can, by the way, find some trash Elemental Mastery Goblet and switch with Kazuha, I would suggest you, because yes, yeah, in this case, Kazuha will be just, yeah, because your Goblet is without, oh, it has 86. You know what I would suggest you? I would suggest you to go for any VV set flower with low Elemental Mastery. You know why? In this case, Energy Recharge might be more valuable for you, because difference between 1k Elemental Mastery and let's say 950k Elemental Mastery is not so huge. But that energy will bring you more flexibility. I mean, like 29%-ish like Energy Recharge, which is Raiden has. This one will be just insane. And you can do it, by the way. You just need one, you just need to find trash. This one, I mean, but EM, and find flower with like less elemental mastery. Right on. Oh yeah, at least 200 if you have played with, yeah, yes, like I use her in Hyperbloom. Yes, the Hyperbloom team is, I can swap this piece if you can, actually. Yes, like I would suggest to do it, because yeah, in this case you can get more energy recharge, and playing Kazuha will be way more comfortable. Yeah, you will lose like some energy recharge from here, but you will gain 20 plus. It's going to be 170-ish something, you know, 175. Will be way more comfortable to play, because let's say 180 for Kazuha, it's less you can give him. So yeah, and don't bother about elemental mastery. I mean, yes, 1k it's like it's a cap, no need to go more than that, but it's, yes, it's better to not go less than 950, I would say. For me it's 950, and I'm completely comfortable with that. And you're Nahida, right? By the way, Nahida, I would suggest you to level up Nahida immediately to level 90 if you can. About her build, I mean, elemental mastery is okay. You use crit rate, that's alright, because you're okay with, you have, oh I see, you have like crazy amount of elemental mastery. Don't need energy recharge. I would suggest you to level up her burst and skill if you have, I mean crown it. Normal attack, completely ignore it. She's okay, she's alright. If you ask me, I mean, yes, like you use her as a supportive character, so yeah, her build is crazy. No need to change anything. By the way, you get some like crit rate out of, like, in your case, it's going to be about like 22%. So yeah, your build is going to be 70 plus-ish plus and 82 crit damage. If you can get more crit damage on the pieces, actually, would be nice. You know why? Because in this case, she will be more consistent in damage. And usually, like hybrid, usually actually Nahida is not so easy to build if you want to get her as a hybrid. I mean, like with crit rate, crit damage, and elemental mastery. Energy recharge is okay, you don't need energy recharge, but if you can get something, would be nice. So yeah, she's alright. I mean, you don't need to change anything. In the future, I would suggest to get more crit damage. In case of Kazuha and Raiden, yes, just swap these pieces. I mean, yeah, Kazuha in this case will be way more comfortable to play. Sorry if I missed some question, guys. Yeah, gotcha. You can take my Kazuha build, its average build at least. I will show my, by the way, gotcha. No problem. And it's good, but more crits. Raiden there is only for skill. Yes, exactly. She gets crit from passive. Gotcha. Oh yeah, for on-field Nahida, yes. Like in this case, actually, if you use on-field Nahida, then give her a little bit more crit damage. I mean, yes, it's about farming. So yeah, just like if you get some pieces like Elemental Mastery with crit damage, like would be nice. You don't need so much crit rate because you have enough already. And yes, you can get about 22% from like the passive, and that by using that skill. Why I would suggest you to increase this one and this one, because it will increase your damage, and especially like her skill. Normal, just yes, you know that, complete like ignore it. But yeah, Kazuha with that energy recharge and Raiden with that was just insane, not gonna lie. That's crazy actually. And that's like Vivi said, you know. So yeah, nice. All right, let me switch back to like. Oh yeah, welcome back, MZ. Oh, you're welcome, Toto, you're welcome. Anyway, Nahida build can be better. There's anyways a room for better. Yes, of course, like it's always. Why you don't care? You wanna overcap? Okay, so let me like switch back. let me do a couple tests like with that J spear. So yeah, it should be around maybe
How many
150,
forging
I would say.
commissions do I thought?
Overruled. Teamwork is dreamwork. Sakura swirl.
Let me do it again. 100 plus K crit. Actually, you know, like about like 100k crit rate total. If you ask me, it's overcapping. It's better to go less than that, but but it's completely up to you.
Lay to bear. Everybody stand back. Kamisato art. So
Oh yeah, it's 145. So yeah, it's 145. Like yeah. So overall, it's better than another stick. So if you compare with like the signature gives me 160, maybe more, 160-ish something. This one 145, this one 120, and this one 140. So yeah, like this one is actually not bad. Even though like with elemental mastery, it's not so like yeah, it's better still to use with attack. Oh yeah, Gaji, yes, Monopyro is better. You're right. Okay, like let me just do some like domain run again. Maybe I can get something like some upgrade. I just do some tests, like it's like, you know.
The breeze is restless today.
Any good outfit? No, like you know, not actually. Yes, I got something like, but I don't think it's going to be so useful. But you know, like this one, maybe. We'll see. I mean, like still like maybe that artifact is on the way. We'll see. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much, I'm good. Okay.
I see everything.
Go! You're free now!
Ha! Bullseye! Locked on! Fire in the hole! Bullseye!
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
His energy actually generation, it's so insane, not gonna lie. Chasca for me. Okay, Gaji, like it's up to you. I like Chasca actually. So yeah, what can I say? Yeah. Fortunately, I chasing for elemental mastery pieces. You know why? Because of citlali. So yeah, would be nice to get something. As you know, guys, like yeah, citlali needs that EM. I think on my America account I will also try to get Neuvillette. If you ask me, Yoni, if you don't have Neuvillette, you know, like you have Mualani, right? And you know that Mualani, yes, she is like, she can hit pretty hard, but she's so inconvenient and difficult to use. She's terrible. Even after that patch and fixes, as you know, like they fix Mualani in 5.2, that yeah, they bring some like we fixed that like abnormal, like yeah, damage skill, something like that, she is still like difficult to use, even though damage is crazy. Neuvillette is way better, if you ask me. No matter what, Neuvillette just insane. He's pretty easy to build, not so difficult. We have plenty of weapons, and he can be played in so many different team comps. That's huge, because mualani is mostly in vaping, you know. Her best teammate is Xianyun, and by the way, even if you get Mavuika, you know that Xianyun still will remain the best one. That's a huge problem actually. Yes, you can use Mavuika, but Xianyun still will be better. After changing, after changing that, now I have. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Oh yeah, by the way, you see, like, you have like about like 1k elemental mastery and 184. Just let me check it. Just a second, guys. Yeah, if I can see it immediately, would be nice. If not, like, just refresh it. Just a second, guys. Oh yeah, actually it's more than enough. That's way better actually. Yeah, that's crazy. You see? And your item. Yeah, you will fix your item anyway, because yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you need to level it up. It's like a level 4 only. So yeah, you will fix that. Yeah, it's way more comfortable to play with Kazuha. And by the way, this elemental mastery is more than enough. You don't need to like be like precise 1k something, because you will lose about like 0.ish damage. That's completely alright. About Neuvillette C1, Gaji, I mean, like, you know, like, it depends, like, because let's say for
Sometimes
me, I don't have constellations on any characters, or like some of them. I usually play without constellations, so yeah, like, yes, I know that Constellation 1 is crazy, but, you know.
It's not meant to be walked. Move forward with blind ambition, and the smoke might suffocate you.
Poor damage in a single time. Even 4-star characters at least. No. After getting chasca and Xilonen, I forgot that there's a stamina bar. Yeah. Oh, by the way, like totally about stamina bar, you still can use like Kazuha, because Kazuha has an option when he is like use that stamina more safely. You see that? It's like this one. Yes, it only applies to like sprinting, but still it's useful. That's why, by the way, I used my Kazuha and Xianyun on the same team. But yes, with Chasca, I just replaced all of them. I mean, like, I just switch Kazuha, and yeah, Chasca is way more convenient and easy to use, not gonna lie. She's just crazy. Yes, on my America account, though, where I only have... Oh, I see. Like, Yoni, if you ask only... Sorry about that. If you have only Chasca, then yes, would be nice to get, of course, like, it's... Neuvillette will be just a crazy upgrade for your account. Neuvillette is okay. I mean, like, even though, like, if I'm not mistaken, you says couple times that you don't like Neuvillette, but believe me or not, Neuvillette insane character. Test play him, you will see how powerful and easy to use he is. Why he is so great, by the way. He is the first character which is like extremely easy to use on tablets and phones. I mean, like, because of that, you know, like, you just use his skill and burst, then tap a button, that's it. I mean, you're not struggling at all on tablets, because as you know, playing this game on a tablet with that touch approach, I would say, it's can be a little bit like challenging, you know. How you judge trash? How much? About energy recharge on citlali. You know, like, actually, citlali doesn't need energy recharge at all if you want to use her shield. The problem is by using burst, which needs energy recharge, you gain night soul points, you know. So yeah, you can get night. By the way, she has the same bar ororon has. Just a second. Like, yeah, you need to be within natlan, unfortunately. Just a second. You know, when he like. Just a second. Let me just. And by the way, Mavuika has the same as well.
Let's ride.
So about energy recharge on citlali, I would say you need some, but it's not going to be so crazy number. You know why? Or let's say if you can get about 140, you will be alright. Even though, like, what's the problem with citlali energy? Since citlali is mostly off-field, actually completely off-field character, right? It's difficult, like, to get energy. In case of ororon, he has crazy passives, he has like crazy skill and burst, which bring like energy to him a lot, and he is great battery. In case of citlali, it's difficult. Like, she's not like this. She's mostly like DPS and cryo application, and also she can like hydro res threat and pyro. So, you know, because of that, yes, you need some energy. I would say maybe 130 to 150 if you can. If you can, that's alright, because her skill brings you, like, gives you a shield, not her burst. So yeah, actually her burst is not so useful, but you need to get night soul points back. And she needs that night soul points, you know, because she consumes 8 night soul points, like when she uses that skill and casts the shield. So you need night soul points to keep that shield alive, you know. So that's a problem. That's why, if you notice that, if you saw gameplays and like leaks, they mostly use her skill, right? Right?
Farewell.
After that, use that burst to like start getting night soul points back. So I would say, yeah, I saw your gadget, your account, yeah, because yeah, okay. Every 5-star character in Natlan is single target so far. I mean, single target, every character. You know, like, maybe yes, but they have some AoE, by the way. I mean, not so huge. Actually, mualani has AoE as well. It's a little bit like small AoE. It's not like, you know, like, let's say, arlecchino's AoE. Arlecchino has AoE because yeah, she can deal some damage, but mualani has as well. Kinich, by the way, has AoE as well. Chasca doesn't have AoE on her bullets, that's a problem. That's why her damage is like kinda, yeah, she can attack marked enemies, but that's not AoE, unfortunately. Her bullets, it's completely single target, that's why her damage distributed between the enemies. That's a problem. That's why her damage is not so great. But exploration-wise, she's just crazy, and I like her a lot.
Time to go.
Alrighty. So yeah, guys, it's a little bit late, so let's do some. It's time to finish the stream. Let's do some like strongbox. I maybe will try. I still want to like improve my Neuvillette, but actually getting some these artifacts would be nice, because I don't know, like, Mercy Hunter is broken. Let's do this one this time. Oh, yeah, it's like I have some like from yesterday. Nice. The great one, okay. Actually, yes, might be like, maybe I will try it. Okay. Yeah, I have a ton of like healing bonuses. Let's just try it, like you know, like just in case. Oh, I don't have any. Anyway, let's try like if it's went to crit damage. Okay. All right. I mean, like. Yeah, I have a ton of. Let's try this one. Maybe I can get some. Yeah. All right. No, I don't want to level it up. I mean, yeah. And by the way, about energy recharge, I mean, like, you have like crazy, like, let me check what I have total. That was just crazy. Because the most I have, it's like... It was on Elemental Mastery. If I'm not mistaken, I just marked them. Just a second. I don't want to like go for like all of them. Anyway, I will check it later. I don't have like 29, just crazy. For me, like 24, it's the most I have. Okay. Do this account here. Oh, you mean like Gaji's one? Oh, okay, no problem. It seems like its account is new. Like maybe he has like maybe some separate account. Just a second, no problem. It's a little bit late, don't get me wrong. I will do like pretty quick one, you know?
What kind of people we want to become.
This account actually is extremely new, if you notice that. Oh yeah, I can do it like within the game.
Which should I choose?
Oh yeah, I missed like... Oh, I missed some number, right? Yeah. I missed the number just... Even though it's new one, actually mostly... Oh yeah, he invests out like... you know, like... Yeah, mostly, most likely is spender. Oh, let's check. The Kazuha Cancellation 2 is crazy. No, I see. Yeah, okay. Which character you want to see? New people always come... that's alright. I mean, like, if you notice that like Toto, I don't know why you just like bother about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't expect you just like react so bad, because you know why? I mean, if you notice that, I just don't care about, like, I play my game. Who cares about that? If you have some questions, that's alright. But telling people that something is bad or good, it's not okay, in my opinion. That's why I don't want to, like, I didn't totally ignore him because it's bad. But yes, I don't bother, that's it. I mean, like, it's completely alright. I mean, like, every person has its own opinion. I'm completely okay with that. So yeah, if like he thinks like that, that's completely alright. Yeah, more like yeah, no need like no. I mean like be more like I would say more patient. I would say so, yeah, like each person has his own. Which character you want to see? Just tell me, I can check it. Let me check Nahida. That's good, because like the only problem in this case, I would suggest to decrease crit rate. You know why? Because it's not 50, it's not 1 to 2. You get more like about 20, not 18% from elemental mastery. In this case, you get more than that. So yeah, crit damage will be alright. Additional crit damage. Energy recharge is okay. You don't need to go more than that. He doesn't use Dendro damage. Most likely that character is like, yeah, with some of the other characters. Just a second. Yeah, it's Elemental Mastery Goblet, which I would suggest to do. Because using... even at Constellation 2, you can use a Dendro damage goblet, but if you low on your... Oh yeah, that's actually a bad piece. Yeah, this one as well. That's alright. Maybe because of that he uses like Elemental Mastery Goblet. Oh, that's completely alright. It's not a mistake actually. You know, like let's say, you know why this game is so good. This game is so good because you can improve your characters, your builds, like always. I mean, like we don't have any like as a seal, you know. If you like yesterday we like reviewing that like Zedric's account, you know, he has great builds, incredibly great artifacts, but still he wants to improve his account. It's like actually it's if you ask me, it's so difficult, but it's possible. So yeah, it's not a mistake. It's completely alright. I mean, you build your account like when you play the game. That's completely alright. So yeah guys, it's like it's a little bit late. I will be online tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe I will do like a Neuvillette showcasing. You know why? Because Neuvillette is about, you know, like showcasing, I mean weapon showcasing. Because you know, like we have some like options for Neuvillette. Unfortunately, some players think that like HP one, I mean like prototype Amber, is not so great. Also, I will check like this one, which is actually free to play and not a bad option at all. I mean, yes, it's not so powerful, not gonna lie, but it's like, let's say, his signature 4-star weapon. This weapon made for Neuvillette, by the way. So yeah, as you know, like he needs some energy, and if you are low on energy, yeah, using Neuvillette, it's a nightmare, not gonna lie. And yes, couple other weapons like Widze, for example. If you have enough energy recharge, it's not a bad option when you play with, I would say with Dia, you know, to utilize this elemental mastery as well. This one, unfortunately, I haven't, I haven't leveled up. Yes, it's like, because you know why, I want to get ready for Mavuika. That's why I spend a lot for like books. So yeah, that's it. We'll see how it goes. Okay guys, thanks for joining. Yeah, and yeah, I will be online tomorrow, so yeah, feel free to join, and bye bye guys, bye bye.
I will make you better. That's a nice haul.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
I will make you better.